Throw your motherfucking hands.
Get 'em high.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the 1 a.m. pod. I'm here with RV Mo and Jelani in the building. The intro, man, by our, the PBM 5-star new friends, Most Def and Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. How'd you guys feel about that link up? I guess we'll start off with that.
First off, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking, Rashad.
People did not want to know
Yeah, he went straight to the Playboy Max.
Hip hop royalty.
Nah, fair. I would say it definitely threw me off. I was like very surprised by it. Because as I told you, the thing that surprised me the most about it, it wasn't just that they linked up, but that they linked up in Turkey. But I guess, seeing the significance of the performance with them, that being the biggest stadium performance of all time now, I get why Max probably pulled up to that because that's an iconic moment to be at. But yeah, it just surprised me when I saw it. I was like, wait, because it's like the first thing I saw was like I talking about how Kanye's in Turkey, but then I see Playboy Max clips, and I'm like, was this like yesterday? Like, what happened? But yeah, now that's lit though. Hey, shout out to Tony Williams in the building.
I gotta say what's up to Tony Williams.
Don't you agree? Yeah, nah. It's I didn't see I seen the clip of him. I seen a clip of Playboy Max talking to Ye and Justin LaBoy was there. Just in case you wanted to know where Justin LaBoy was. But yeah, no, I didn't see the part where Most Def pulled up or whatever. But yeah, no, I mean, I definitely want to hear Most Def rapping over like a Too Slimy type beat. Something like real chaotic. That the kids with the pink dress could turn up to. So yeah, no, we need that. We need that Most Def in the booth session.
I don't know if Most Def is like aware of Playboy Max's actual music. Like, I'm sure he might know who Playboy Max is as a streamer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't be knowing, to be honest, bro. I don't be knowing who knows what. But I think you would think Most Def, having the daughter who made the song "Not My Problem," would kind of know a little more about social media than you would think he would. So I'll open it up with that. How much do you think Most Def knew about Playboy Max going into this?
Well, my bad. I was gonna say not much because yes, his daughter is a R&B singer that's prevalent in the music industry, but then is he allowed back in the States yet?
Yeah, I think he's been to some of her shows, and all of her shows have, like, she did a little Europe thing, but yeah.
True. Yeah. So that's my only thing is because I know a lot of the time, and that's why I know Rashad, you pointed out how she doesn't talk much about her dad, but from what I remember for years, he's been battling, with being between the states, well, trying to get into the states and different situations. So I don't know if that has any effect on it. And so I say that to say I don't know his connection with his daughter to where he would even be tapped into anything,
Yeah. I said she's been. I mean, she said he's been to shows, like, backstage, and he was watching the shows and stuff like that. So I feel like they're kind of like, well, I don't want to get too parasocial here because I was about to get into a whole thing. Like, I feel like they're in a good space. I don't know these folks.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if I know he moved out to the U.S. like a while back. I'm gonna call him Yasin Bey, his chosen name. I don't think he goes by Most Def. It's what we used to because we grew up on that era. But yeah, no, I think he I don't know if he was not allowed to or if he purposely
he left because of child support, and then he phrased it as
Okay.
I'm going back to the motherland to touch with Mother Nature. And then he tried to go back to America, and they was like, "Nah,
Oh,
you
you think he me?
you owe child support."
No,
I didn't
fact.
notice. I didn't know that's what it was. The okay, yeah, I definitely felt for like the whole philosophical, like, yeah, I'm going back to the UK to, to find my roots. That don't make sense, but okay.
That's
So
like
yeah,
Uncle Russ. He went to what is that, Bali? Because he just need some free time to clear his head. You feel me?
yeah, he just likes the views over there. The
Yeah.
climate is cool, like the weather. That's why he's never coming back for that exact reason, right
Yeah,
there.
ever.
Ever. He just conveniently moved over there when the whole Me Too movement started. Yeah, no, but to answer your question, though, I don't think the only reason I think he might not know about it, like, and maybe I'm just making this too much about myself, but I'm 30, and most Yasin Bey is significantly older than me. I didn't know who Playboy Max was till like early last year. Now, I'll keep in mind, I was clearly kind of late because he already he had a fan base for a few years before, but I feel like he's just now recently kind of reached that like somewhat mainstream level of fame.
I mean, but he's here. Like you said you found out early last year. Like, so you know what I mean? You found out eventually. And you someone that's low key kind of tapped out. Like, you tapped in a little bit because you do this pod, so you kind of like more in it than what you were, but you still low key kind of, you know what I mean? Like, so for you to know somebody, that mean they really kind of in people's faces.
Oh yeah,
he
he's
walked. I'm about to say, but Jelani see the TikToks though. Like he
That's
streaming TikToks.
So
Yeah,
so
true.
but that's what I was saying with Layla. Layla, now my problem is a TikTok song. Do you want me? Do you want me? That's another TikTok song. So she, you know what I'm saying? So to have a daughter with two prevalent like TikTok songs, like, beyond just her being a relevant artist and having good art, she's a like I don't want to say a TikTok artist. That's mad disrespectful. Because Gap Year is like I said, my favorite album of 2024, and I think it was the best album of 2024. But like those are two TikTok songs, you know what I mean? So I think that might have, I don't think it's far fetched. I'm saying all this to say I don't think it's far fetched with his daughter being prevalent in TikTok for him to try out TikTok, be on TikTok, and be introduced to the social media world.
Definitely a possibility.
I feel like Yasin Bey would scroll TikTok maybe like 5 times and get overstimulated.
Facts.
It's a lot happening, like that. For somebody, I feel like for somebody that don't use social media like that, that's probably the worst app to jump right into because it's like it's just nonstop, bro. Like you don't know. I'll be scrolling TikTok and like I might see it'll be like the worst news story possible that I never asked to see, like something very tragic, and then the next thing it'll be like somebody making a food recipe, and then it'll be like the finest girl you ever seen, and then, like it's really all over the place with the algorithm on there.
Jelani, I have a question for you. Oh, my bad, Mo. I think you're trying to say something. You're on mute.
Oh, I was just saying facts.
I just wanted to ask you, Jelani, like Talib Kweli. He's pretty active on social media. Like I see him a lot on Facebook. I'll be on the book a lot. And I'll be wanting to like his posts because it's nice nostalgia stuff, and he's a hip hop legend. And I want to be like, yeah, salute, peace, king. But like he's got that he's kind of has a couple weird allegations on his name. Now I read like these kind of long stories where he like defended it, and I read quote by quote. How do you feel about Talib Kweli? Like, is that someone you rocking with, or is that someone you like? Nah, I'm cool off Talib.
He was never like a rapper that like on some solo. Like I can't even really think of. I mean, I can name Talib Kweli song solo, but like he never was. I put like this. I like. I'm just using his rap name in this situation. I like Mos Def way more as a rapper than Talib Kweli and Common. Like out of all that whole like like the Roots, Mos Def, Talib Kwame, like yeah, Talib's probably the one that I like the least out of everybody. but I don't think he's like a full blown. He ain't like Mystical or somebody out here that's like really out here, like, you know, really, really on some like weirdo, aggressive, you know. So I don't think it's like that, but he definitely had a couple situations where I know it was like a girl on Twitter that he used to argue with all the time, and he could never let it go. Like
Yeah.
he kept tagging her over and over, and that's why he got ran off the app eventually. So yeah, that was weird. That was one of the things where I was like, all right, bro, you doing a lot. But outside of that, I ain't really like look too deep into his
Yeah. So the girl, when she was going back and forth with him, and then she was pretty much kind of saying like, you're uh it rhymes with taxing. You're taxing me, right? She was saying that. What rhymes with that? Hi, what's up, Tobias? Um, so that's what she said, right? And then she was like, yeah, just like how you did your artist, blah blah blah, back in the day. And then she linked the article. The article was, it was like this artist that they used to be signed to him, and she was a woman, and she said that she was never able to release music under him. And then he was like, this is ridiculous that you claim this, that I was taking advantage of you. And then it was like he wouldn't release her album. She said he wouldn't release the album because he didn't kiss her. And like, so then years later she had this old audio of a verse he did, and she put out the song. And then so I think he sued her because he was like, I never cleared this. And then she was like, she countersued him because she was like, well, you didn't let me release music because I didn't kiss you that one time. And so like he said, that's a ridiculous claim. I think you're just mad because your career didn't go the way you wanted it to. So I mean, there was that as well.
Yes, yeah. I don't know what's true or not. I definitely know like a lot of them, a lot of the like super Afrocentric, like, yeah, sister, yeah, queen. Like a lot of them rappers behind the scenes, they definitely be on some. I feel like they be on some like just as weird stuff as the street rappers. Like when it comes to the ladies, I feel like they be having uh a lot of allegations, like a lot of rappers. And Talib Kweli wasn't necessarily underground, but like a lot of rappers in the old underground scene, like not what we say underground now, but like that era of underground back when they used to wear like the you know, like the type of hat that, you know, Most Def has on right there, like that era. Yeah, a lot of them dudes used to be on some weirdo stuff.
Yeah, my bad. I went back on mute.
Yeah, bro.
First of all, what's up, Mob? What's up, Mob?
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, yeah. Is that I? Hey, you
Oh,
said
Rez, I've heard her. She was like, she kind of did like rock music, kind of like,
oh, okay.
she had a couple songs that got played like before she signed to. I didn't know she was signed to Talib Kweli though.
Yeah. So this tweet from 2018. She's like, I try to be humble, but you let in a kiss that you didn't get. Talib Kweli, keep my career on hold, and I dare you to say I'm not telling the truth. You know, Gmail, Mr. Green, wasn't you married then? I'll wait. And then she released the wow. She released a screenshot of the email, and it said, come at my artist annually for intercourse. Ha, you, ha, that's rich. In all years we worked together, I tried to kiss you once in a pool in Puerto Rico at night on one of the many trips that I brought you on, and you didn't do nothing to earn or get any work done. So if you think you can expose me, go ahead and try. There's nothing I do my wife don't know about. Okay. See, if you can't sleep with your female artists, you leave them in the dust, Talib Kweli. Well, I wouldn't say all that, King King, boss up at DJ Vlad. I want to apologize to my friends, to my fans. I'm so tired of women getting treated like ish in the industry. If we're not having intercourse or kissing someone, my talent is mine. Talib Kweli is not yours. I understand you broke and you tired and rusty, but let me go, dude. Okay, wow.
She had like a rock song that used to get played on like MTV a little bit back in the day, but I think she probably signed to him later on in her career, like when she. Yes, I don't even know. Signing to Talib Kweli is crazy. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, out of all the rappers that you can sign to, um, I'm gonna make a sign like this for White's card. Hey, salute, bro. I
I would
will.
donate 500 if you say OG. OG. Hey, look. OG. I said it full time. Donate $2,000.
There's 2 racks right there.
Come on, man.
Yeah, no, I didn't know. I just knew about the girl on Twitter. It's crazy because that's a separate situation too. It's not even the same situation as that girl that he had the argument with on Twitter. So yeah, maybe he is a little bit of a weird dude. I don't know.
I mean, you never want to throw that on somebody, like, you know what I'm saying, just because like that's somebody's reputation and plus the law, bro. If you throw stuff on people like and it's not true, they can sue you for you and your whole house. And Talib, if you watching this and you want to sue me, I ain't got it, brother. So don't do that to me. Yeah. Peace, King. We gonna move on to the next topic. Tiny Desk, Black Music Month, man, in June. That man Bow Wow on the docket, man. What are you guys really excited to see from this Black Music Month on Tiny Desk? I'll pull up the lineup for y'all in the meantime.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to say pull up the lineup.
Yeah, I got y'all.
Are they putting Soulja Boy on there?
I was literally thinking about that, but no, Soulja Boy is not up there this year.
Okay. Why am I looking at Big Tigger?
Because you know, it's BET Awards month, and so for Black Music Month, they kind of doing like a BET kind of mixture, like Black Music Month presented by or in partnership with BET, you know, type deal. This is a lot of Tiny Desk for a month because, you know, I would think like Tiny Desk is once a week.
True. They're gonna probably, I guess, 2 a week. I'm ready for that Fred Hammond though.
Oh yeah, that. Ooh, I'm going and down from heaven. Woo!
No, they're gonna be dope. Yeah, I think Floetry, of course, are gonna be really good.
They gotta do.
But wait. Which Floetry are they doing? The one with Amanda Seals?
I was going to say it's not going to be that one. I think it's going to be the real. Shout out to Marsha Ambrosius. No, I think it's going to be the real. I do not want to disrespect the Darcy woman in the group. I feel like that's very flagrant if I don't say her name too. Yeah, I think it's the real Floetry though. Hold on, let me look up her. I want to say her. Oh, yes.
I'm about to say I was joking because the people would be in uproar if they threw Amanda Seals on there, bro.
No, that's yo. Imagine you turn on Tiny Desk and you see Marsha Ambrosius and Amanda Seals. Like, I didn't even know she was in the group until she said something.
Yeah, me neither.
Amanda Seals has done a lot, bro. Like, she is like probably like, you know how you say like ultimate Black people like Ray J, Jeff T. I think she might be up there.
Yeah, no, facts. Speaking of Ray J, man, prayers up.
Prayers up to Ray J, man.
Why are we praying for Ray J?
Well, okay. Well, someone, they randomly texted me right today, and they was like, how long did Ray J say he had to live? And so I looked it up. And in January, apparently he was on the Instagram live when he said he had months to live. And he was like, yeah, I'm not going to lie, y'all. At this point, 2027 looking like it's wraps.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, why did he say that? Go ahead, Mo.
I'm about to say, I remember that because, yeah, I was like, hold on, man. Like, we can't get Ray J out of here, bro. That's I like Ray J, man.
I rock with Ray J. Ray J's my friend.
Oh no, Ray J is a legend. He been tarnishing his own legacy like the last year. But Ray J been not to steal like the old Vince Staples joke, but like he's definitely been a part of a lot of legendary cultural moments for sure.
No, facts. Yeah, and
I remember. My bad.
I was just gonna say him on Twitch. Like he had a good little run on Twitch for a minute.
For about a month before he started wilding.
Yeah.
Y'all remember the last season of 1-on-1 when he was on there? You guys remember the cast?
No, I did not remember.
when Brianna and Arnez went to college?
No, I do not remember that.
Yeah, that's crazy. No, it's a classic. That's like one of the classic like bad last seasons of television right there.
Yeah, no. Shout out to 101, bro. Man, I was watching the Bernie Mac show the other day, man. That was such a good show.
Oh yeah,
He was
amazing.
classic.
Yeah, it was. It's funny. Jordan, I can't remember Buddy's real name, but he just did an interview with Funny Marco.
Yep, I saw that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
His
Shout
name
out
is
Funny Marco. I love when people do like them random interviews, bruh. And you've been like, because I feel like that shows some type of creativity. You know what I mean?
yeah. I think it's interesting. I've been watching Funny Marco interviews for a while now, but I think it just he's now picking up people that he just genuinely just want to interview. I think he kind of did a lot of the big names already. So, and I will say you could tell from the numbers on his channel that they've kind of went down over the last year or so. But at the same time, I think the content is still good, and I feel like he's probably enjoying it more as it is now, because he's as you said, Jordan. He just did an interview with somebody that it's like a comedian. I never heard of him, but he was just on the Breakfast Club too. He was talking about like Gary Owens or something like that. I don't know if y'all seen the clip, but some black dude from like Seattle. But yeah, as I said, I think yeah, he's been doing more interviews with people that I think he genuinely wants to interview, as opposed to doing like, all right, let me try and get the big names, the Nicki Minaj's, the Kevin Hart's, the G Herbo.
I was gonna say, do you think he's still traumatized from G Herbo throwing his watch across the room?
So funny, I've seen him talk about it like a couple of times, and he was like, yeah, Nate Jackson was the person I was talking about. And he says like, he's not traumatized, but it's like it was just awkward, but he knows what to do next time. He was like, they were trolling, but he just wasn't expecting them to troll as hard as he did. But yeah, I mean, I feel him though, because it was a lot going on in that interview. Like it got real disrespectful.
It was chaotic for sure.
Yeah. Arya Starr probably gonna be a good one too.
Shout out to Gina. Shout out to Gina for sure. Like, I was playing Gina before we started recording. I'm on that album heavy. I wouldn't say heavy. I think that's a lie. But I'm on that heavy. I'm on that album a lot. I'll say that. Yeah, I think that's true. Shout out Liv. Shout out Kareem Riggins for sure. That's family. Back to Soldier Boy though. Soldier Boy. Yeah, would be nice for this. I don't know why he wasn't like, because I think when I think about Wow, sometimes I think of Soldier Boy right after.
Right.
Well, what did Soldier Boy just do? Like what performance did he just do? I know he did Rolling Loud. I was like going crazy for that set, but he did something after that.
I'm not sure. I seen the clips of his Rolling Loud performance. The crowd looked like they was rocking with him.
Yeah. Soldier Boy did some performance recently. Birthday Bash. I was like, what was it? He did Birthday Bash. Shout out Birthday Bash. And yeah, folks was going crazy. Like Birthday Bash this year, they just went with all the classic Atlanta people because it was like the 30th anniversary or something like that.
Okay.
Imagine you open up one of these verses, like not verses, one of these Tiny Dash. You remember like back on Rap City, like before the rapper would freestyle, Big Tigger would have to sneak in like his quick like 8 to 12 bars real quick. Like imagine if he does the opening for all these Tiny Desks right here, just like a quick 8-bar verse.
Nah, a freestyle for Fred Hammond would be fire.
GP, are you with me?
Yeah, facts.
You know, but this is a dope lineup though. Like just looking at all the artists for. I don't know if we said it out loud for the people at home. I think Rashad already said it, but yeah, we got is it live or live e
Is Live.
live? Okay, yeah, Gina with live and Kareem Riggins, Shabuzi, Joe, not Joe Budden, but I want to know that Joe right there. Arya Star, the Paradox, local Atlanta rock band. Shout out to them. Eve, who's that girl? Fred Hammond, Bow Wow, and Flowetry. All you gotta do is say yes. So yeah, no, this is a
And
great.
Butterflies.
Marsha Ambrosius did right butterfly. Shout out to her. Yeah, no, so this is a dope line. I like they did like all genres. Like it's not just rap or it ain't even just rap and R&B. We got country and rock on here too.
Right. That's a good mix.
I saw somebody make this comment again. This is a common comment that we see all the time. However, I still want to bring it up. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Here it is. This is a common like Atlanta comment. It is for the listeners. I said we lacking rap and hip hop in parties now. Now all the DJs in my DMs mad, and I don't care that nobody don't want to hear that Zig Zao. This is Atlanta, all caps. And so yeah, this is a conversation that I feel like black people have a lot lately. But I think the first time I saw it, I was like, okay, now I don't feel bad when those segments happen during like kind of functions. I don't feel as bad anymore to know that I'm not the only person that feels this way.
Honestly, like if you an Atlanta DJ and it's not a reggae party or like an Afro beat, like it's certain spots where like that's the theme. Like I know like Rocksteady, they mostly play like Afro beats, like that type of music. If it's not one of them type of places where you know ahead of time, like this is what we're gonna be hearing, 9 times out of 10, it's just not a good idea, bro. Like if you had a if it's like a turn up spot and people vibing, like it's just not the city where, even though we do have a large African population and like a large mostly from people from like New York, but like a large Caribbean, the people are there, but it's like, bro, it's still Atlanta at the end of the day. Like more times than not, people want to hear, either the women want to hear something they can shake to, or like the dudes want to hear something they can turn up to. But like that's just not the musically Afrobeat slash dance hall or reggae. That's just not like the real theme music of the city.
I saw a tweet probably last year where this girl was like, I'm coming from New York, and it was, I think she was like Hispanic or something, but she was like, yeah, the Atlanta club scene is like horrible. They don't play nothing like outside of like hip hop or whatever, and because she was like, she wants the Zig Zag, she wants the like stuff like that, so it was just interesting because I was like, what? Like, where do you think you at? Like, I've been to functions in New York, and yeah, they get into that bag. They get into that bag heavy, and they love that. But that's not down here. Just let the Jeezy rock, let the T.I. rock. Like they need to play more. They need to play more classic, like futuristic era rap, like Atlanta, because I feel
like they see you. All right, I got a point with that, Mo. I feel like this is what they're doing. They're making "What's Up" in Atlanta from Rich Kids. They making that like Poison. It's like when they get into the '90s bag, they just play Poison and Can We Talk? That's it, and then they move on back to the rap.
Facts.
And it's like, dang, it's so much good music from the '90s, bro. Like, can we get a little more into it? And then if they get to the gospel bag, is Stomp and it's what's the Marvin Sapp.
Yeah, never. Yeah,
Never would have.
would've
It
made it.
never would have made it. And then it's the little dubstep version or the Jersey Club version.
Nah,
And
it's
then
the they do it with the what's the
oh the what it is.
yeah.
What's up? Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah, that
God.
version.
Yo.
Crazy, crazy. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's like they doing that right now with What's Up for the futuristic era, and it's like I love What's Up. I love Rich Kids, but it's like, dang, can we get into like at least a Rich Kids mix? Like, can
Right.
we at least get that? We ain't even got to go. We ain't even got to do all. You know what I'm saying? The other groups. You know what I mean? We could just keep it Rich Kids. Give us 3 or 4 Rich Kids hits in a row, and then let's keep it. You know, whatever else you want to do.
You know what they need? They need to add more genuine twerk mixes. Like I'm talking about like the Travis Porter, like Bring It Back, like Sexy Girl Anthem with Roscoe, stuff like that. And have like a good little like mix of that for about like maybe give it about 10 minutes or so. You know, just like bring the vibes back a little bit. Cause right now the twerk mix in the club is like Sexy Red, you know, some Megan or something, but really Sexy Red. It's just anything Sexy Red come on. But the problem with that is that's a ratchet twerk mix. So now you're gonna have 50% of the girls going crazy, but then you got another 50% that finna just start throwing up their hood. And you know, they're gonna feel like I need to start taking shots as soon as they come on, as opposed to let's just dance. So you know, it's a different vibe. Because I said when the Sexy Red come on, you know it's like it's finna go up. Yeah, you know, it's finna go up, but then at the same time, it's finna be like mad ratchet. And then you know, the girls, and then it's a different twerk too. Cause like not to sound like a twerkologist, but you know, they keep it a buck. When the girls start twerking the Sexy Red, they twerking their life away. You feel me? It's like the hardest twerk you could ever think of. As opposed to like when like the Bring It Back Sexy Girl anthems, it got a little vibe to it, you know. So are you gonna want to do the one cheek, two cheek, you know, both cheeks, like stuff like that. You want to get in, they're gonna get into a bag of really like doing stuff. But as I said, with the Sexy Red, you just gonna they just start going and it just be like, all right, you know.
Yo, I said this on Twitter a few years ago, but like you absolutely right though. Like you don't see girls do you remember girls used to do like the 2 kicks before they started twerking, like the little they do like the little kick and then they don't do that no more. They just go straight to like it's just like 0 to 100 real quick. Like they'll be turning up and they'll go real hard for like 10 seconds and then they'll stop because like either the camera will be on them or you know too many people watching. So you definitely you broke it down to a science right there.
And then a lot of these girls can't twerk for real. Like, you know, it used to be like a rotation with it. You feel me? Like you'll see, you know, you see that thing going like this. You feel me? But now it's just like they just putting a lot of back into it, you know. And it just, as I said, they just twerking too hard. It'd be like calm down a little bit, you know. But hey, you know, it is what it is. You know, shout out to all the people making it happen right now. Shout out to who is that? YK Niece. You know, shout out to Pluto.
Yeah. Who's the second person you shout out? My bad, bro.
Oh, Pluto.
Oh yeah, shout out to she been. I mean, I wouldn't, but you know, she been looking all right.
Hey, that's a fact.
Wait, y'all said you was talking about Pluto?
Oh, I was talking about the move around there.
Oh, okay. See, look. shout out Pluto though. What would I want to say? Shout out Roscoe Dash, man. Like one of the songs I was thinking about when you were talking about like just that the aggressive kind of fast and everything like that versus the slow kind of whine was Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay. I feel like that would be a great addition back to the playlist because that is a very just I don't know. I feel like you can get to know somebody playing that song, you know.
Nah, facts. Or they need to, if they're gonna do the Caribbean, bro, bring back the old Caribbean, like the Let Me Hold You, like stuff like that. Cause I feel, as you said, the Zig Zag and stuff is like that's the when you're gonna do a little two step, you feel me? Like doing stuff like that. You feel me? But like you turn like the Let Me Hold You and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know, bro. It's a different time, man.
It just got to be like a quick. If you're gonna do it, you got to do like just like you said. It got to just be like a quick 5-6 of like songs that people know. Like it got to be the most generic, like Sean Paul Get Busy, like something like that. Like you, like we saying, like Beanie Man, the girls, them sugar. It got to be something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like just a quick hitter, like 4 or 5 songs that everybody knows. I don't know if you remember Elephant Man back in the day. Like he used to have that song used to get played on BET. Like it got to be something like that, bro. That we all know. And then, I'm drinking rum and Red Bull. Like just stick to the songs that people know, bro. 3 or 4 of those, and then keep it moving, dog. Because we see it all the time, especially during 404 Day. Like these DJs be coming out of town trying to force like whatever music that they into in their hometown on Atlanta. Listen, bro, like all that Detroit rap, all that West Coast rap, all that New York rap. Even though I personally, like on my personal playlist, I listen to all those, all those cities. For the most part, down here, people don't want to hear that, bro.
Yo, happy 601 Day to my Jackson, Mississippi family, man. Shout out to the SIP, shout out to the Jacktown, man. Hey, you know what it is, man. I was a real Hinds County resident for a couple years, license plate and all. License, you know what I'm saying? Driver's license and all. I was real Hinds County for a couple years. Don't get it twisted, man. 601 in my heart forever.
Okay. Yo, I never asked you this, but like this is speaking back then, like when you were, a college age student. What were the prospects down there looking like? Like if you get what I'm saying? Because I feel it was dope.
Jacktown, Jackson State, like Jackson in general had them like it was who was it? I think I was with Mo one time and I was asked about this. And no. That was that might have been New Orleans.
We were in New Orleans, but we'll talk about Mississippi too.
Okay. Yeah, Mississippi just has just a natural beauty down there, because it's like I don't want to say they simple, but it's like Atlanta is Instagram, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like I went to Georgia State, right, for college. You guys know, but I'm telling the listeners. When I was staying on campus at Georgia State, we had a dorm called the Commons. And the Commons, I said the Commons is like Instagram because all the girls down there look like Instagram. I think that's where like Ruby Rose stayed for a semester or two. Like it was just like all the girls that you would see that were pretty or whatever and had a large following on Instagram and went to Georgia State. They stayed in the Commons. So like the city of Atlanta to me is like the Commons is like Instagram. It's kind of like girls all dolled up. A lot of them. It's a lot of plastic in the city. I'm talking about in the city specifically. And the going out late night scene, hip hop, I understand that's just one side of the city. That's one pocket. Because you got your college educated girls and your Spelman girls and your Emory girls and your suburban girls from Mableton and Alpharetta that stay in the crib and wear glasses and only go out, once a week for church and youth service and all that. So, but for the specific going out crowd, like the girls have a distinct look in Atlanta, and it's a lot of plastic. In Mississippi, it's like they just on cornbread down there, bro. Like it's all natural, bro. Like you see a lot more girls rocking like the Afro puffs, type deal, like their natural hair. It's like that. So I rock on them down there for sure. But it's in Mississippi though, you got to understand like what they want. Like down there, a lot of the girls they want like a traditional man who can, handle a farm and work with his hands and, ride a little a tractor trailer around across the front of my yard and all that. Like,
He drives a pickup truck.
yeah. Like, I interviewed Dick Daphne one time, and Dick Daphne, she's from Chicago, but she went to school at Jackson State. She was actually in the band at Jackson State. She was in the Sonic Boom of South. Had no idea until I interviewed her. So we were talking about Jackson a little bit, and then she was talking about the men that interest her. I don't know how the conversation got there, but we were just talking about her preferences, her type. And she was like, I like a man who could work with his hands, like a country boy, like wear boots and da 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 da. And that's what my the lady at my apartment office was saying too. Like in the front office at the leasing office and stuff. She was like, yeah, like I want a man who a country boy, like work with his hands, good with his hands, get down and dirty, work on cars and do this. Like they specifically want that out there. You have that sometimes in Atlanta, but because it's still the South. But for the most part, like they just want money and flash, like in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's all they care about. It's that is the thing about Atlanta. You know, I love Atlanta. I love my city and everything, but at the same time, it is, I don't know, it's very superficial. It is like extremely superficial where it's, if you don't, I've seen people like, I think Cam Newton was talking about this on his podcast recently, where he said you can step out into like a lounge in Atlanta and you'll be in there with like a politician, you'll be in there with a lawyer, you'll be in there with a scammer, you'll be in there with an NFL player, and you don't know who's who. Everybody just, they all on the same stuff. It's just, you can tell like, all right, this buddy probably got money, so, but you don't know what they doing to get it. So it's interesting. Like as I said, I love the energy of the city and everything, but at times like the superficial nature of it can be kind of like, I don't know if I want to say overwhelming, but it's just when you go other places, you'd be like, I had more fun in other places. Because I don't think people, when they go out in Atlanta all the time, they don't really be having fun. I think people just be outside to do stuff. Like I got a section, I got the bottles, I got the hookah and all this stuff to say I have it. But did you really have a good time? Maybe, maybe. Like I saw one dude describe it. He was just like, I mean, shoot, like maybe you have a good time. Maybe the next 8, 6, 7 times that you go out, you don't. But then there's that one time where it's lit, and then it makes up for all those other times where you're like, all right, I'll do this again. I'm gonna keep trying because I know it can be this, as opposed to, I think like I'll never forget. Like I think I talked about it on the podcast. I said like going out in New York, I was like, bro, this was just so much fun. I didn't feel it wasn't a bunch of people sitting there. I said there wasn't no sections. You don't feel like people trying to be too cool for nothing. Like in New York, they don't care. They'll start dancing in a heartbeat. You feel me? Like ain't nobody dancing in the club in Atlanta for real. So if you dancing in the club, you a Drewski skit. So
Well, literally.
So somebody else just made a joke about that this week too. They made another skit about that. It was Tropicana. She's like, how people who don't have a ride from the club be dancing. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, bro, like, let people have fun. Go ahead, Mo, wrap it up.
No, facts. Oh, they ain't wrap it up. I was going too long. No,
I didn't mean to say wrap it up. I meant to say like, you sounded like you were getting to the end of what you were saying. And like, so I was like, I'm going to let you put your tie on it. Or do you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm going to let you have your moment is more of what I meant to say.
Appreciate it. But yeah, now I'm pretty much done. I will say on to another note, I went to Raleigh, North Carolina for a wedding last weekend. And yeah, we went to like the little club. That was super mid. I can't lie. I don't know if it was just the area we was in. Because I think it wasn't like a super popping area. But yeah, I don't know. I was like, man, that was one of the moments where I was like, shoot, yeah, take me back to Atlanta. I'll take the Sue Fisher over this. This was just, I don't know what they had.
Over this. Shout out Raleigh, man. Go ahead, Jelani.
Oh, you said it wasn't lit.
No,
I thought you were saying it was lit. Oh, okay.
Nah. It was not lit at all. I was like, I went with my cousins, and yeah, we was in there, and it was just, it was like kind of dead. The music wasn't really hitting on nothing. I was just like, like we stayed for maybe like 15, 20 minutes and then just went back to the crib.
Damn.
But it was a walk away, so it wasn't nothing to leave.
No, shout out Raleigh, shout out to Carly, shout out my people, man. Shout out NC State, shout out the vegan joint out there, you know, the father son shop out there in Durham, and my people for sure.
North Carolina got him though, for sure. That's a fact. Like outside of, you know what I'm saying, that experience, like I be seeing, I follow like a couple women that live in Charlotte, and yeah, it's crazy out there.
Bro, I was on Monkey one time, and I think I've only been on Monkey once, and like so it was a couple kids from North Carolina, right? And every time a kid from North Carolina would pop up, I'd be like, North Carolina, and they'd be looking at me like, what? I'm like, you don't know that song? And they're like, no. I'm like, oh, okay, but yeah, that was a very popular song by an artist named P.D. Pablo, and it is just kind of weird. It's like, you know, my little sisters didn't know "Welcome to Atlanta" until I like told them about it a couple years ago.
How old are they?
One sister was born in 2000, the other one was born in 2005.
So the 2005 one I can understand for sure. 2000, obviously she was only like 1 year old when the song came out, but I do feel like if she grew up in this area, like you would have heard that song at least a couple times growing up.
I told her this. I like, you not saying anything I ain't telling them, bro. I was just like, I don't know how you have not heard that song. Like all the Hawks games we've been to growing up, and you telling me you never heard that song? I don't believe you.
No, facts.
Yeah, but I mean, you would think so, but like I don't know. It's fascinating because those songs are both like 25 years old at this point, but sometimes stuff just kind of slips through the cracks a little bit, I guess.
But you would think like I don't know, like this is the way I think, but it's probably because we were living through that time. You would think like the things like state anthems, like songs that shout out states, songs that shout out cities, that they play everywhere because they shout out said city or state. But that's a great point, Jelani, because do the kids who go to Marietta now know the song from, you know, do they know that song?
No, as far as you talking about there were some rappers, for context for people listening, there were some rappers who they made like a anthem for our high school basketball team when we were in high school. That was popular at the time.
No, not that song, not that song.
Oh, not that one. Which one?
I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one from Seaside.
Oh yeah, no, I no.
You don't think they know this song?
Nah,
shout out Southern Bread, man. Shout out DJ Southern Bread, man.
You think they know I'm in love with a weirdo? Or have you ever made love to a weirdo?
Oh, definitely not. But shouts out to that era though. Shout out Boosie.
Right, Jelani, you know that?
What song?
Weirdo.
I'm pretty sure I've heard it before.
Right. Hey, should I go to YouTube, pull it up real quick? Right. When it dropped in like 7th grade, man, went crazy.
Was it by a Marietta rapper?
It was like a group, and then they did like a dance right in front of the high school.
Oh, for real?
Bruh, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be cranking that thing. Oh, okay. This ain't it.
Yeah. See, this one I was still in East College.
Type in weirdo Marietta. Like, yeah, I don't know what you just. Oh, Holy Weird. Yeah, that's who it was.
Oh, I think y'all.
No, but this don't go to. Nah, go back out, bro. Find the one with them in front of the high school. Rashad, you ever seen it?
I know the one where they boosting it at the talent show.
Nah, type in Holy Weird Weirdo. Like, yeah.
Well, the song pop up top, but I was looking for the video that you were talking about off top. See, it's right here.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you type in just a Holy Weird, you'll probably be able to find it.
That ain't Marietta. Oh, the
They
school.
got 1,000 views so in 18 years.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Holy
Huh.
Weird.
But we trying to find this specific video. That's the thing. I'm trying to kind of speaking out loud to the folks who might be like, "Where is it? Well, gone." Let me see. I don't see it.
Take out all the other stuff with the just type in Holy Weird Weirdo. I think
Okay.
I feel like it'll probably pop up a little bit better.
Yo, I love how every episode we take like 5-10 minutes just to like do like a niche like Marietta discussion.
No, they ain't deleted.
Bro, a lot of stuff from that time is deleted, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of stuff I'll be trying to look up on the internet. I'm like, bro, I remember this video. And it's not like they either unlisted it, privated it. Like a lot of the Larry League videos, like they deleted.
True. All right. Well, if we can move on, I'm gonna say if I find it, I will. Oh, I found it. Yeah. So, but this ain't.
I remember
this
y'all playing me this song.
Weirdo Dance. Holy Weird Weirdo Dance.
Yo. My man's in the club with the bow tie, the suit, and the fitted backwards. 2008. What a time.
Yeah. Type in Holy Weird Weirdo Dance.
Yo.
And then scroll down, and you should see something by Burnout Boys.
Am I spelling? Because I see weirdo spelled two ways. I see it spelled just weird.
Oh, yeah, it's just WEE.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. There it is.
This ain't the one I was talking about, but
It's like you get the point type.
yeah. We can't hear none.
Oh, I had to mute it because of copyright.
You think they copyrighted this?
100%. Anything that's music, YouTube gonna get.
Oh well,
And it's
dang.
crazy because you only play like 2 seconds and they'll take your thing away. But I don't know, did that song ever like officially come out?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't think you can find that on DSPs or anything. So that's why I don't think it's copyrighted.
They getting it though.
Yeah, we need to bring back the YouTube era when they would do like the dances in unison, like
Right.
everybody wearing the same big coordinated t-shirt.
Hold on, I gotta reshare the screen because y'all were talking when I was playing the audio, and I was like, I wonder why they talking. Like I'm playing the audio, and then I was like, oh yeah, I gotta reshare. Like the audio period was off. All right, hold on.
And I'll give you some. I'll respect you.
Yeah, but they getting it. Yeah, they get it. I rock with this, bro. Yeah, I rock with dancing. Period. Like, I just think dancing was something fun. I don't want to say was because kids are dance like they, you know. So, shout out to all the kids, you know. Keeping
Yeah,
those
that's
dances
crazy.
alive, you know. Shout out Ozzy for dancing more than I think he probably danced back then. Now because he's a TikToker.
Hey, shout out to him.
Yeah, I never my era of I never like I officially uploaded one of these videos, but this definitely was the era for sure when I was like the whole like snap and pop. You know, this is like when I did my most dancing growing up.
The most dancing that I did, McKenna and I, we used to like jerk, pause, like outside, and then we record each other on our phones. But we never uploaded it or anything. We just recorded it to see like our progress of how good we were getting at it.
Yo, people used to take jerking very seriously. Like I remember when I was like my freshman year of high school when jerking was like super. Every time I say this sounds crazy, but like when jerking was super popular on that time, like they used to have different dance crews at our school. People used to be like used to be dance battling in the hallway like America's Next Best Dance Crew or something like that. Like it was the jerking group era was a time.
I just wanted to see this. Shout out Rangers. This is probably like the first song I think of. Like I think New Boys had like the official like mainstream, you know what I'm saying, song of this era. But for me, it's Rangers Go Hard.
I didn't know any of their music at all. I know the
New
song.
New Boys or Rangers?
No Rangers. I didn't even know they made music. I just knew them for the videos where they be dancing.
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I used to be tapped in watching the little vlog videos and everything, bro. Then just walking around.
Nah, I used to watch the videos when they be dancing, and then like before the video they be like, just being around being kids or whatever. Me and my brother definitely used to watch some videos for sure.
Right. Imagine if they had Twitch back then. Them boys would have went crazy.
Man.
Oh
but
man.
But you know what's also crazy? It's like when you said that out loud, it made me think of where it came from, bro. They got it from skate videos.
True.
I never thought of it like all these years. I never thought of it like that, but like they literally got the setup of these videos, like talk in the beginning, then you do some You know, we always got to do this. I feel like we pull these boys up every other episode, but but yeah, man, like that junk's crazy, dude. It's crazy. They literally just got it from skate videos. Shout out skateboarding for setting a lot of the culture, and follow. Shout out Odd Future for kind of doing a lot of that stuff too, setting the culture of the thing. You guys seen Tyler at the Roots picnic at the So Def set, like singing every single word?
Yeah.
He a real hip hop fan.
But I think Tyler Creator might know every single song that's ever been created, bro. Like it's getting to that point, bro.
See, I probably could have did that for So Def, but like I'm also from here, so it's kind of like a cheat code. But I could tell Tyler definitely grew up listening rap from all different coasts, all different areas, not just rap, but just music in general.
Well, remember the Nardwuar interview? He said he listens to he wakes up every day and listens to music that he's never heard before for 2 hours every single day. And I think that's obviously where he got like a lot of his knowledge from. But to me, it's like you can know all the songs, but knowing all the lyrics is crazy, bro. Knowing all the lyrics is crazy. I don't care how you splice it. For every single act, a couple acts, 100%. I get it. Like, yeah, you big fans. This man, he knew the words better than Clips during the Clips Grammys performance. He knew all the words. Like, that's crazy to know all these words, bro. Like, that's a crazy memory.
Nah, facts. Yeah, well, speaking of Roots Picnic, they go ahead and.
Oh, I didn't even think about that, but yeah, no, we definitely got to address that.
So, I guess what was y'all thoughts?
I love the hairstyle. First of all, love the natural fro, picked out locks. I was a big fan. The jokes and the memes about the look was they were funny too. But yeah. Oh, hold on now. I'm gonna support the home team. I'm gonna pull up this image for it. We're gonna support the home team, man. Shout out to the people who helped me make me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Rolling Out, bro.
Right.
Are y'all? Yeah, I could go ahead. Yeah, I ain't going first.
Oh, you started off. You talking about the hair?
No. I was just talking. I was filibustering until I pulled up an image.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm probably the biggest Jay-Z fan here. Like not to say that y'all aren't Jay-Z fans, but like I probably listen to the most Jay-Z like out of everybody here. Um, it was so I had a feeling he was going to do a freestyle of some sort. I didn't know if he was going to be dissing people or not, but I just had a feeling he was going to do a freestyle because he usually does it during like whenever he does his live shows. And it's been a minute, so I knew he was going to do a freestyle, but I didn't know. One, this is probably so him and Drake they've been like doing this back and forth as far as being cool and then not being cool every few years. They've been doing this for like 15 years now, so that don't surprise me. Obviously, Drake threw some subs at him on the album, and if I'm being honest, I feel like if the album didn't do as good as it's doing, and specifically Janice STFU, if that didn't do as good as it's doing, I don't think he probably would have addressed it as much as he did. Like I feel like that like having the number one song in the country right now, having a line that directly references you, uh, I feel like that definitely played a part in him addressing Drake as directly as he did. But outside of the Drake shots, threw some shots at Ye that weren't necessarily like it might not have been like the craziest bars, but you definitely could tell he was talking about Ye, like letting him know like you're not as crazy as you making yourself out to be. Like there's other crazy people out here too. Gave some shots to Dame, Oskino, Nicki,
Tory.
Tory. Pretty much anybody that said anything crazy about him the last like 4 or 5 years while he's kind of been a little bit more inactive, he addressed. And as a fan, I love it. It's dope to just see his name circulating. I feel like for these last few years, he's just kind of been in dad mode, husband mode, just kind of being like Beyonce's husband / the kid's dad these last few years. So to see him out here actually be active and like rapping, and to see, even if I'm seeing a lot of dumb opinions from people born in like 2004, just to have his name be back out there and have it even be a part of the discussion as a fan is cool for me to see.
True. I'll say, like, definitely, I definitely feel like he had some bars in there. I'll say the delivery of it wasn't, and I don't know, maybe like I only watched it like twice, maybe. Well, like I've seen clips of different points like multiple times. Watching the whole thing, I think I watched it maybe twice. I don't know. I guess like it felt at times, and I don't know, maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I need to like rewatch it again. But like, was it at times it felt like it was like either breath control or trying to like, I wouldn't say necessarily like, it's like maybe he was just like pausing to try and like bring the line home. But it's just like the way it was like kind of like spoken wordy, and I don't know. It was just kind of, I would have liked it to feel more fluid. That was the only thing. But I mean, whatever, But I mean, he definitely has some bars in there. I think to me personally, the bars to Tory, I felt were like the ones that I was just like the most like, ooh, when he was like, they outside of the courthouse, and the leprechaun, crying about he drank too much or something like that, this and the other. And I was just like, okay. He gave him some bars. The bars to Drake were cool. I don't feel like, as you said, like I don't feel like the ones to like Drake and like Kanye, the Dame one was like, teeth falling out of his mouth and stuff. It's like, ooh, got him. But it wasn't like, I don't feel like he annihilated nobody. I don't feel like, yeah, I don't feel like it was, bro. Of course, Megan kind of, bro, she hate that boy Tory. But but yeah, but I don't know. That's why, like, to me, I definitely feel like he had some bars, but I don't feel like, I feel like people made it seem like yo, Jay got the game in disarray, like that. I didn't feel that from it, and I don't know. Maybe like I don't know. Like I don't want to sound like I'm hating on it at all. Cause I feel like, as I said, he had bars on there. He did his thing, but I don't feel like it was like people like, bruh, I can't believe this. Like I think some of the I remember when he did that one line about like the crabs in the barrel at where did he do that? At like somewhere in like Brooklyn, right? Where he did that freestyle.
Are you talking about when he was wearing a suit?
I think so, but it was like somewhere in Brooklyn. He did like the B-side show.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Where
But
was
you
that?
know the show I'm talking about when he did the B-side show.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I know that show. I know that show. I don't know the freestyle he did at that show, but I remember the show.
Yeah, like when he did that freestyle, I felt like when I heard that one, I was like, okay, yeah. But I was like, with this one, it didn't. I would say it didn't really like. It wasn't like bruh. Like I said, like I feel like people, they're like, as I said, they're like Jay got the game. You know, Jaden came back and took the game back over. Like this, why you don't mess with Jay? And it's like, you know, I felt like it was cool. It was cool. But yeah, but overall, like, you know, I enjoyed it. Like I said, he had bars all throughout there, so he did his thing. But you know, maybe I'm just not as hype about it, like the actual delivery of everything, as some people are. You know,
Boy, Kanye will put Jay-Z in a body bag in a versus. That's first of all. Second of all,
oh man, that's
you talking about songs. You talking about songs. Kanye is washing Jay-Z.
He still, if we doing 20,
Rap
he still got
talent. Hold on,
Jelani.
Jelani. Rap talent. Jay-Z is special, bro. Like, I think it takes a special type of talent to show that you're special. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like a must-see act when you're just rapping. Like Jay-Z isn't dance. Like, shout out Childish Gambino, shout out Tyler Creator. Like, those my favorite artists. But like, he's not dancing, he's not singing, he doesn't have background, he doesn't have choreography. Like, the most impressive thing is like the breath control, no backtracks, and like to do a freestyle acapella and to bring them in, like, it's difficult to do anything acapella with rap and people be like, oh, that joint was hard, bro. That's a gift. Like, shout out Jay-Z. The whole stumbling thing, I don't know if you saw it, Mo, but it was like he was, that line, that kind of section was the Nicki diss, and he was mocking when Nicki was I don't know if she was dissing Jay-Z or who it was. Hold on, I gotta pull it back up again. It was over here, but when she did it, she was stumbling, so he was mocking her stumbling with the diss, and then said, "Oh, forget it," and that's what that was.
okay, so like that's why I was like, it might be stuff I didn't like necessarily understand, because I didn't really like. I haven't been doing no deep dives into everything he said either. You know?
No, I haven't either. It's just what people were posting it as it was going, because when I first heard it, I caught the Dame line. I caught, what else I catch? The Drake joints, but like that was kind of. And then when he said the crazy thing, I was like, oh, I think this is for Kanye, but I'm not gonna assume. And then I saw everybody else was like, yeah, this was Kanye. This was like Jelani said, that the YouTuber or the content creator, and this was Questlove. I didn't even hear him when he said the Questlove line. I just heard he introduced me to Jaguar White. I'm thinking he's still talking about Dame, because I was like laughing over the punchline from before. He was like, nah, Questlove. I don't even know why I still rock with Questlove. He the one that introduced me to Jaguar. Anyway, this is the first time watching the actual video of Nicki that he was just imitating in that one line.
I mean, I don't fuck with horses. I said it's 700 horses when we fixing to leave.
That lady back on the stuff, she sound like she in love with him. Her kid can't even take their kids. Enough of them.
All right, come on, bro. I'm rocking with it. I'm rocking with Jay on this one, bro. I'm rocking with him on this one. Bobby Shmurda, man. I don't know why Bobby Shmurda, man. Why you mad at Jay-Z, bro? Like, and then this whole thing of like, y'all old, bro. Hip hop is only 52 years old, bro. This is the first generation of old rappers we've ever had, like legitimate old rappers. Let people get old, bro. Like, what we gonna do when we 70, bro? Like, I just came back from the dang Queens tour a couple weeks ago, right? The lineup was Gladys Knight, Stephanie Mills, Patti LaBelle, Shaka Khan. What is we about to watch when we 70? Do we just not leave the house ever again? I want a Chance the Rapper already doing it. Logic and G-Eazy already on tour right now, 2026. Chance a couple years ago did a whole tour for Acid Rap. Now he's doing a whole tour for Coloring Book. J. Cole already said he going to tour 2014 Forest Hills Drive for the rest of his career. What else is we going to do when we 70 years old? I want to hear rappers rap when they old, bro. This is what I was listening to when I was in my 20s and my 30s and my teenage years. I was listening to rap. What am I going to do for fun? I ain't trying to listen to no Too Slimy or whoever the next kid is in 50 years. I ain't trying to listen. That's what it sounds like to me. I ain't trying to listen to that when I'm 70. I want to listen to what I used to listen to. So, I mean, I say all that to say we need a space for old rappers.
No, I love I think it's dope just the idea of a 56-year-old rapper like still being relevant because we've never seen this before. Like we've like you said before, rap is only 52, I think it'll be 53 this year. So like yeah, we've never had a 56-year-old rapper be like relevant on a mainstream level. Like we're seeing, even if the younger generation don't listen to Jay-Z, I'm seeing them talk about him. Like I'm seeing them, you know, just because of the way he got going on with Drake and you know, everything like that. Because of this freestyle, just as like I said, just to see his name in the conversation for me is dope. Like overall, I would say I enjoyed the freestyle. I thought it was dope, but I get why some people might not, especially because when it first started to come out, the audio wasn't as good. Like when it was when the clips was first starting to circulate a little bit. So I can understand why certain people didn't like it, but yeah, no, he said he running from that. Yo, I'm not even gonna comment on that because his name was in there.
Jay-Z got Hall of Fame PR, bro. Like him doing this entire summer run with, like I said it on my individual stream. I'll say it again. With doing the Rolling Stone, was that Rolling Stone with Fraser Thorpe? Shout out to Fraser Thorpe.
It was not Rolling Stone. It was GQ.
Shout out Fraser Thorpe or Fraser Thorpe. Is it Fraser Thorpe? I should know. That's the journey.
Yeah, it was Fraser Thorpe. Yeah.
Shout out Fraser Thorpe. With the GQ interview, but you know what I'm saying? Like he did his rollout. Then he announced the 30th anniversary of the Blueprint shows in Yankee Stadium back to back. Then I'm doing the Roots picnic, so I'm slowly coming back outside. Then you putting out the rumors Jay-Z releasing that album this year is done. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So we hearing all this Jay-Z and Jay-Z like, man, I miss coming outside, man. I love y'all. And then backstage, if you got a cell phone up, put the cell phone down. Okay, all right. Yeah, I forgot. You called yourself Hov. Like, I get it. Like, everybody else can have a camera phone out on them except for Jay-Z because he's just too great of a person. He's above humans, right? I'm saying all this to say this, bro. All the little mysterious stuff you doing, bro. You got a whole album with R. Kelly. You in every picture. You and Puff at every Rock Nation brunch doing this in the little Easter suits for the past 10 years. And then all of a sudden, that man get locked up. Now it's, he ain't even really know him. That was all industry benefit. They just industry friends. Those pictures you seen them, those are the only times they hung out. And then they went directly to their individual homes. All I'm saying is, if you around 9 weirdos, you might just be the 10th. You might have stopped being on the weirdo stuff. But when you popped out, ooh, do we want to talk about it tonight? When you popped out with your wife, man, was it like her 21st birthday they first popped out?
I mean, when you was fighting with Dame over Aaliyah. But
We talking about Drake. Drake?
This ain't where I thought this conversation was going.
Drake and Jay, the reason why they beefing is because they fighting over the same girls. All right. Don't sue me. Don't sue me. Like Drake got Jewish money and Jay-Z got the Rock. Like, I ain't got that type of money. Don't sue me.
I think we need to go ahead and.
That was a joke. Yeah. Allegedly.
Jigga, if you watching this, it's you see what team I'm on. You see,
shout out to Jay's mom. She was a nice lady, and shout out to Matthew Knowles. He is a nice man. Both of those people are friends of the channel.
Hey, facts.
And shout out Solange, even though she had that little Satanist little altar and stuff like that. It wasn't a Satanist altar, but it was a mini altar. Anything I think that's not Jesus is kind of crazy. But she made great music though, and she like inspired me, and she a cool person. Shout out Solange.
Yeah, shout out the whole family. So on so speaking of beefing over women, y'all hear the Jelani, you see the clip that came out today?
I did see that clip. Yeah, that was nasty.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. It's
well, we gotta describe it for the people.
Okay, yeah. So we're talking about the Drake and the Sauce Walka. Drake and Sauce Walka, beef that they got going on, I guess. And how I guess Drake, allegedly has dealings with Sauce Walka BM. And now, Sauce Walka crashing out on the phone saying, he gone pew, But yeah, man, I don't know. It's one, I'll be feeling like, well, actually better. Did you see him talk about I can be tender if I'm the one who sent her?
Yeah. I did see that. He tried to make it seem, I didn't read the text in the video or whatever, but he basically was trying to make it seem like he was, I don't know if I can say the word, but he was making her available for sale. I guess that's the best way to say it.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm the one sending her. She bringing me back money. Like, I was like, dang, bro. Like, they out there in Houston, there's a lot going on out there, man.
Either way, you look bad. Like, either way, either you're dating a girl that you're, like, you in a relationship, or you're dating a girl that you're, that's a lady of the night. And you not see, this is the thing is you can't, like, we heard the phone call. You can't try to, like, I hate rappers so much, bro. Like, rappers will really try to lie to you and, like, gaslight you and try to, like, bro, I heard the phone call. Like, you clearly was hurt over this woman. Even if you're trying to make it seem like you send her out there for Drake, like, clearly something happened that you didn't plan on happening like that in order for you to want to harm this man. Like, so yeah, don't try to come back and be like, yo, I'm being P. Like, yeah, exactly. The fact that he's talking about that casually and either way, either you're tender or you're stupid because you're screenshotting yourself doing potential human I don't know if I can say the word on here. Potential human. Oh yeah, I can't say that word. Human distribution. We'll put it like that. Like, so yeah, you're stupid.
Yeah, and then the fact that he's talking about he got girls sent to go beat up his BM, all the different stuff. It's just like it was just a lot on there, bro. I was like, man, this is, it's funny they talk about, now they want to start adding, like different lines from Drake's album, like, oh, I guess with Genesis STFU, he said, pull up in the Maybach, beat baby, like, cause I guess Drake bought her a Maybach and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know, it's like it definitely could be all that, but at the same time, I'm just like, man, like this just, as I said, like Sauce Walker like crashing out over this. It's like it's not that deep, bro. You making it seem like you got all these different girls. I don't really care like that. It's like, why you on the call doing all this? But I will say, it's funny. I had one of my homeboys called me and was just like, everybody talk about they hate when Drake talk tough on his raps, and they be like, hey, he shouldn't be saying this, and then Deontay Kyle, because he sent me that clip of Deontay Kyle, and then called me about it. But Deontay Kyle
It was Don.
No.
Shout out Don.
Yeah, shout out Don. But Deontay Kyle pulled up the rate of lives lost in Toronto, and was just like, it was only like 42 or something like that. And he's like, see, look, you talking about you getting all this stuff done, only 42 people then got taken away. And it'd be like stuff like this where I say, people, I get it. It's always funny to be like, like, man, Drake ain't tough. Drake ain't this, that, and the other, and like, they ain't doing nothing in Toronto. But then when you got people, it's like you got real ops all over the world, Yeah, you got real ops all over the world, and you got somebody on a phone call saying like, I will get this man touched. It's like, it'd be stuff like that where you realize like, all right, it's deeper than, I don't know. It's like, as I said, this is why I feel like he talked the way he talked, because I feel like this ain't these people, there's girls, like just how he's crashing out on the phone saying this, thinking nobody else is going to hear this, like the girl just recorded this. Think about how many guys have done that same thing and talking to their girl, and then the girl go back to Drake and be like, yo, buddy said that he gonna do X, Y, and Z, and then Drake gotta just be like, all right, now I gotta be on the lookout for that now, but
yeah, no, I imagine that Sauce Walk isn't the only person on earth that whether it's justified or not that does want to harm Drake in some sort of way. He definitely needs security. But I like the thing about, like, you can look at the murder rate in Toronto, whatever. Listen, I'm 100% confident. Not saying that he has, not saying that he would, but if Drake wanted something to happen to you in Toronto, it could happen to you. Like I do think he has enough resources that out there, like, I don't know what he could do nationwide, but in Toronto, I'm very positive that if he wanted to have access to you, he can have access to you to start getting something done to you out there. But
I saw this one person tweet that was like, y'all keep talking about how Drake be lying about being a mob boss. He was like, I work a 9 to 5. If I touch half a B tomorrow, some of y'all not making it to the weekend.
Yeah, if you got a certain amount, people think you got to be tough in order to have something. Like, bro, no. If you have enough money, it don't matter how tough you are, or if you'll fight somebody one-on-one, or like, bro, all that goes out the window, man. Like, these dudes, most of the people that's in the streets is in the streets for money. So the people that's out here doing whatever they're doing, like, if you got enough bread, even I'm sure some of them guys around Drake, like the real street dudes, they probably don't necessarily respect him on like a street level, but it's like,
my dog would probably do it for Louis Bell.
Yeah, you paying us, you giving me a pair of Chrome Heart jeans in order to catch this charge. Like, I'll do what I got to do, bro.
Catching a body, doing that for a pair of Chrome Heart jeans is crazy.
At least now he's rapping about, he'll give his homie cars and stuff like that in order for them to. Before he used to just, like I said, my dog would do it for a Louis Bell. That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's why, like, to me, it's like when I say it's like, oh, he doing all this as a gimmick. I think I just really feel like he knows there are people that really would like to like do something, and I'm sure he's heard from all type of people. As I said, like, this situation, I feel like highlights that, because as we said, like, there's probably plenty of girls who have came back to him saying, yo, X, Y, and Z just said, wow. X, Y, and Z just said that they're gonna do X, Y, and Z to you, And I think, people underestimate how stuff like that changes your mindset, changes how you move, changes how you live.
I do want to say this. I didn't want to speak on this topic, and I don't think I'm specifically speaking on this topic when I say this, because we're moving on to a kind of completely different topic.
Yeah.
First thing to say something to that topic, going back to Jay-Z, big pen, spin the fee, big pen. I had to do that real quick. All right. Second thing, this new discussion that we've gone with Drake. Once again, we got to go back to accountability. Like Zero said, Zero, we on the same timing. What did Joe Budden say in 2024? You can't keep sleeping with people's girlfriends and baby moms and ex-wives and current wives and this. You can't live like that. That's not a smart way to live. Even if it's a smart way, because you have the money to protect yourself, blah, 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 blah. That's not a moral way to live, bro. Like, that's a flawed way to live, dog. And I don't know Drake. I've never met Drake. But from what I've heard, just by listening to podcasts and listening to other famous people talk about this man throughout the past 15 plus years, he has like a thing for sleeping with people's girlfriends and stuff. You can't just do that.
Yeah. Nah, I definitely feel you on that. You know, it's a dangerous game, you know, but you know, I think
that fit. Yo, I've never been a fan of short sleeve hoodies ever. Short sleeve hoodies and sleeveless hoodies are both wild garments. Outside of the gym, at least.
What song are they listening to?
We Them Boys.
That makes it even funnier. That makes it.
Hold on.
Don't get shut down for that one.
Yeah. I can't get shut down off We Them Boys in 2026, bro. Shout out Curtis Williams, bro.
No, facts. But yeah.
Sauce not tripping because out of the two BMs, she not the main one.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a nasty look. Like from on multiple levels. Like you having one of your BMs jumped is crazy. Like that's insane. He said I met Drake briefly in a pass by situation when he was in Brooklyn. He was walking on Fulton Street with his bodyguards. Yeah, Drake. I respect Drake because he understood early. Like he had the line about how he got robbed in Toronto when he first started popping. And then after that, he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna have security with me 24/7," and I can't blame him. He made the right decision.
No, facts. If like Chubb stay by him at all times.
Yeah, like, Chubb's got to be tired of him telling on him. Like stop telling people I'll punch people in the face and carry guns and stuff like that.
He like, bruh, Chubbs don't care. He's like, bruh, as long as you bring it come with like a new Audemars.
No, facts. Chubbs is past the Chrome Heart jeans. He gets like actual like cars and things like that, chains.
Bro, what do you think Chubbs' net worth is?
I don't know. Not even being funny. He probably is on. Like I think once you reach a certain level of OVO, like you actually on the payroll. Like you actually, I don't know what his official job would be, but like I'm sure that he has actual like consistent income from.
Yeah, no, I believe he's probably up at least like 20 M's.
At least a few. I don't know if 20, but he's probably got at least a few. Because even when you see him and Drake out, he be rocking like he be having it on like the jewelry and all that. It don't just be Drake wearing nice stuff.
Well, the reason I say I feel like probably because the fact that the amount of money that Drake has just with like, yeah.
They want another one from.
Okay. But like just the fact that like that's been your right hand man for about at least.
My bad. I thought you were talking about yeah. You talking about Sauce? Okay, for sure.
But think about it, like you together pretty much every day, every place you go to for the last at least 15, 20 years. and I'm raking in at least half a million. You know what I mean? Half a billion. You know, like I feel like as that's been going on, like I feel like Chubbs make at least like 2 M's a year, bro. Like,
Yeah, that wouldn't shock me. Just because he I mean, I don't know if he's officially listed as like his head of security or something like that, but that's been his main role for the last 15 however many years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he definitely like I don't know how much he got money monetarily, but I definitely don't think he's starving at all. Chubbs ain't even he probably ain't even at the point where he gotta actually physically put hands on people. Like he probably got younger shooter. Yeah, I don't want to say. I don't want to say that word. He probably got younger goons underneath him to do what he needs done.
you think him and Drake got a joint bank account?
I hope not. That'd be nasty. Like him monitoring. Having. Yeah, no, I hope not. I'll say this all the time. People turn on Drake. They all have some ties to Jay-Z. People turn on Drake. Some of them do. But I don't feel like I don't know if some of the people necessarily turned on like I just think the beefs that Drake has had, like most of them have been self-earned. The Kendrick, we ain't trying to have this debate again for the millionth time, regardless of what you felt, but like he did kind of to an extent kind of start that. Like when he got mad about the Control verse, like that was kind of the beginning of that issue. The him and Pusha one, I don't think he started that. That really was he kind of just inherited Pusha and Lil Wayne's issue, so I'm not gonna blame him for that. Those have been like the main two, and then Jay. I will say this: Jay. He said Drake got the mob of Canada watching his back. Chubbs, OVO, Memphis Bleak. Yo, Chubbs me OVO, Memphis Bleak.
Yo, hey, real quick, did you see that video with Memphis Bleak and he had to fit it on? That was like, yo, somebody got to tell him to start bending his brim.
Yeah, I did see somebody say. I see somebody say before. It was like, it's like Memphis Bleak be wearing his fit. It's like a Lego piece, like it's just popped on top of his head.
Facts.
Yeah, shout out. I actually like Memphis Bleak. That's how much of a Jay-Z fan I am. Is that there's like multiple Memphis Bleak songs that I like unironically.
Yeah, no facts. Yeah, no. You know, I will say, I will genuinely say, Drake's response to the Control verse when he was with whoever that was on stage. What was that? Elliot Wilson or something?
Yeah, it was Elliot Wilson.
Yeah, that was petty. That was like, it's just like, do y'all remember any lines?
I mean that's where it started.
Yeah, no facts, and I'll give you that. Yeah, like I will say I know Kendrick probably definitely never let that one go. It was just like, all right, bro. You know, it's like if you would have just rapped back, it would have been different. But now you hopping on stage, doing all this.
Because right after that was the Hip Hop Awards. When I took the sensitive rapper that's in his pajama clothes. Jokes on you, high five. And then the feature verse, the feature remix was after that. And then we all know the rest of the story after that.
Right. And now we back to. So are we back at a Cold War again?
See, here's the thing, bro. Like, I'm not gonna act like Janice is not a good song just because I thought Kendrick won the war. Like, if Kendrick won the beef, I could still like Drake's music. Like, if Drake make a good song, I could still be like, yo, this is a good song and listen to it. Like, I don't want to be like, I ain't gonna listen to no Drake songs ever again and Drake is trash. Like, I seen the video, the little girl and her dad be driving to school and they play all the rap songs, and then Drake hopped in the car with them this time. Yeah. They did Miss Me. I was like, what song did they do? They did Miss Me. Man, I love that song, bro.
I think they did Up All Night.
Oh, okay. They did Up All Night, but they did Miss Me Too. They did Miss Me Too.
Okay.
And when they did that, bro, I was like, I love this song. Am I gonna act like Drake don't have songs that I haven't loved my entire life since high school just because he lost the beef? No. I mean, you know what I'm saying? How I feel about Drake's complete albums and his projects and stuff like that. That's a whole nother discussion, right? But like, bro, still make it's a reason why he's famous. It's a reason why J. Cole's famous. I say the same thing with J. Cole. You know, just because they took L's and went out sad in the beef, don't mean that I don't think that they have good songs and they weren't fabrics of my, you know what I'm saying, me becoming who I am as a young adult and everything like that, you know? Like to the college kids, no scholarship starting years, you know what I mean? Like that verse means something to us, all three of us.
Right.
After that is God bless you. Life is your professor. Know that is gonna test. Come on, man. Where would we be without Friday Night Lights?
No, facts.
So shout out to Drake, shout out to J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? For sure. So yeah. To answer your question about the Cold War, like, and same thing on the Drake side. You really gonna act like you don't like reincarnated? Oh God, woke up. Look at it. You gonna act like you when Ben Dunn was like, turn that off. I don't know what they did. You gonna act like that don't thump? Come on, Ben. You know that don't. You know that goes.
I will say from Ben's perspective, if I would like, I think for the average fan, yes. But if I am a person that's that connected to either side of these, like either one of these people, we not doing that. Or like, cause especially like as if I'm a streamer, cause they're gonna clip this up. So you already know what the vibes is. It's like that. So that's why I say it's different if for like Ben to Don, you know, don't play no Kendrick. If I'm him, don't play no Kendrick around me. I don't like maybe if I'm in the crib, you know, I might throw it on because I like it. But if I'm out in public and you know, especially I'm on stream, oh no, nah, that's dead. But you know, I just said for you and I, yeah, like I'm gonna definitely rock with the song. I'm not finna act like this boy ain't spitting. So I mean, I think even Ack is a little more unbiased, you know, like than a Ben to Don. Like Ben is like that's like, bro, this man gave you an iced out OVO chain, bro. This man has an OVO tatted on him. You think I'm finna listen to any Kendrick, bro?
I would, yes.
But I'm saying, like, as a streamer, you streaming like live, you know, you're gonna let that rock if that's
like you know it's going viral regardless if you say cut it off or you let it play. You know that's gonna be a clip. So it's like, you know, Drake is gonna see it because Drake's gonna see the clip.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You gotta say cut it off.
But I think that whole thing when Aiden, Drewski, and you know what I'm saying, all those influencers, every time they played it in the club, they like ran to the booth and was like, cut that off, cut that off. I thought that was OD, bro. That's OD, in my opinion. Like, I'd rather you just be posted, you know what I'm saying, all frozen. Yo, what's up, Antoine? I'd rather you be posted and not move. You know what I'm saying? And let the song play as opposed to running, making your way to come up to the DJ booth. Hey, cut that off, bro. Cut that off. Come on, bro. Like,
no, facts. Okay, but on to another note, real quick. So I want to hear, now that we're about 2 weeks removed, what's thoughts on Iceman?
I think there's a lot of good songs on it. It's still not going to be like near the top of my Drake discography, but it's definitely not at the bottom at all. I've had Janice, like a lot of people, obviously it's like the number one song right now, but I've had that on repeat. Been playing that a lot. And I definitely think from a rapping standpoint, like I said it last time, I gave him his props. I'll give him his props again. From a rapping standpoint, some of the best rapping that he's done in his career. I could tell that he, you know, some people like they kind of tell. I've been seeing certain people being like they don't want him to rap about the beef no more. But like I I don't know. That's the stuff that I find the most fascinating about the album is just seeing like where he's at mentally as far as what happened the last couple years and things like that. So overall, I'll say it's a good album. It's not necessarily my favorite, but like it's not whack. I definitely wouldn't say it's the whack album at all.
No, facts. Now, and I only asked that because I think, it's interesting to see first weekend, it was a lot of people like, man, this ain't it, blah, blah, blah. But, of course, that's just, that's culture, like you trying to make a clip like one dude with Shebang. I know y'all seen the clip of Buddy with Shebang, like this man suck, but it's like he went viral for that. So now, like, I'm sure his followers or subscribers or wherever he's at, like that, I know that went up, So, but it's just interesting to see as time has went on, a lot of people have been like, yo, like even I don't know if y'all saw like the clip of Joe Budden and everything. Okay, why are we here, Rashad?
I was looking for the clip of Academics reacting to Euphoria at the pop out where he was singing the words. So as I was searching for it, I saw this and the caption made me crack up. So that's why I pulled it up. On this note, side note, and I'm gonna let you get back to it, Mo. The Diddy thing, bro, like where do we draw the line in social media and just sharing videos, bro, unprovoked on the timeline? Like it should be a thing of like check the comments and see the link if you want to watch the video. It shouldn't be no casual scrolling and I'm seeing this Diddy walk across a red room holding, you know what I mean? Like I ain't trying to see that. It was like when the Drake thing came out. You just go on Twitter and then you see somebody post a Drake and Drake, this is Drake. It's a man, you're a grown man sharing this on the timeline. What are we doing, bro? Like and Buddy from the Spurs in the bathroom, Carter Bryant in the bathroom. I understand the shot because it was some kids. They was like 10, 11 years old. I get it. At the same time, it's like y'all recording this man in the bathroom. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we just need like kind of a you know what I mean? How do you say it? Universal set of rules when it comes to the internet, bro, of internet courtesy.
Right. It's only Big D in his video proof.
No, fact.
Yeah, that's the craziest. That's one of the craziest lines ever said in a diss. Like because it didn't have anything to do with the beef. He just wanted to sneak that line in there just to let people know, like, yo, that video was real. If y'all were wondering, but I not to get off topic. Because Academics, we say he be doing a lot of stuff I don't agree with. A lot of stuff I think is corny sometimes, but like he did a video talking about the Diddy situation. He was like, yo, it don't matter if Puff ain't got the equipment. Like he called in somebody to fix. Yo, I'm listen, man. That whole situation is wild. I'm just not gonna touch that. But that's hiring somebody to knock down your ops girl is like so crazy to me, bro. Like,
hey, like I said, I don't know nothing about the Diddy situation. I don't know nothing about no Sauce Walker and Drake situation. My name in it. I ain't in it.
We'll leave it at that, bro. But that's that whole situation is crazy.
But my whole, like I said, my entire rant with it is like the people sharing it. I don't want to see this casually scrolling on my timeline, bro. Like, y'all gotta chill with that, bro. Like, it's gotta be like a check the comments. You know how they do the check the comments? Like, do that, bro. I don't want to just see it. Right. I knew what Diddy was about before Biggie was taken. Now it's just toxic at this point. Cause you up there in New York too, Zero. So.
Yeah, back if he was in New York in the early 90s, then that means that you was probably hearing the rumors about like all the wild stuff he had happened in the streets, and even back then he was moving wild. So I can't even imagine now, like after back when he had, well, I don't know if he got billions now, but like when he got the billions, I know he was moving crazy.
Where were you at, Mo? You was talking about Iceman?
And we were talking about Drake, and then we just went straight to
well, it was Academics' fault. I was trying to find an Academics clip, and Academics is talking about the whole kind of Diddy situation. He said he would pay the 10,000. He said I am anti-pay for it, but I wouldn't pay $1. But yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm making way too much money. Yo, I got 10 grand for you too.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm just thinking this in real quick.
Yeah,
We can talk about it later, but we're definitely getting Jay-Z versus Drake like full blown at some point in the near future. Like
right after he said we're past beefing.
he's still an arrogant Brooklyn dude at the end of the day, bro. Like,
The
and
element
this
of
is
hip-hop.
before Drake put 3 different songs dissing him on a #1 album in the country. Yeah, Diddy was he's a wild boy.
No, facts. I mean, do you think Drake is gonna? I don't think Drake gonna make a whole song.
I think if he does do the Scary Hours 4 like they rumoring, or even if you don't do a full like deluxe or whatever, I think he's gonna put out, you know, like sometimes he'll leak a freestyle like on purpose, or he'll leak a song on purpose. Like,
Yeah,
I think he has a full verse, like, and not like no light. I think he had a full verse, like fully, like, bro. Them last couple of lines are too hard for the radio. Are crazy.
bruh. No,
Like
facts.
that whole like y'all was island hopping back then, and I'm messing power couples up. Like he was clearly talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce right there.
Right.
Just hits, no misses. That's for the married folks.
Right.
Yeah, no, he got some line. I think he got at least a full verse coming at
Yeah,
Drake.
when he did the island hopping line, I was just like, ooh. I think that probably what got Jay mad, the most mad.
I agree. I think that's what made him be like, because they've been throwing shots at each other, but I think that was the one where it was like, all right, I got to come back out now because you crossing the line a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll ask Mo this as the OVO representative on the podcast. Is Drake scared to go to war again?
I don't think he's scared, but I think he's gonna I just don't think no, I definitely don't think he's scared. I think with Jay-Z is just, what are we really doing? You like, am I really finna do this whole back and forth with you? Like, is it really worth it? I think he's gonna be more particular with who he does rap with, you know? It's like, it doesn't truly benefit him. I don't see what doing a full rap beef with Jay-Z will do for him. Like, yet again, I think it's similar. Honestly, it's similar to the situation with Kendrick. He really didn't have much to gain. Like, he had way more to lose out of this situation. Like, if he would have won, then he would have, I guess you would have got like the crown of, you know, hip hop wise, you know, for this generation, like nobody ever touched you, you know? So, which is cool, but I think at the same time, I just don't see him really gaining much from doing a full back and forth with Jay-Z. So, but I mean, I don't think he's scared though.
I don't want to go full Kendrick Drake again. I do want to say this though. I do think Drake has a lot of value in wanting to be like accepted as a top MC all time. You know, because like the whole ghostwriter thing, like that really affected him. Like, because, you know, he talked about it and he addressed it for years after that. And you know, in general, just kind of like the basic thing that people always say with Drake is like you know, kind of his lifelong desire to be accepted, you know, and even with all of his commercial success, he still feels like, I mean, because he is, but I mean, it's just different now, 20 years later. He still feels like the kid, the Degrassi kid, who's trying to earn his respect as a rapper. So I think even after all the success, after God's plan, everything like that, he really wanted that validation that he would have received if he won against the the guy who everybody is held as, you know what I'm saying? Like he might not be as commercially, and Kendrick was wildly commercially successful. But he wasn't Drake. Like Drake is as commercial as it can get possibly in hip hop for 15 plus years. So it's like Drake was like, okay, I conquered that. And you remember when he said, I could rap and make it go pop or whatever, you know, you say all that. He wanted that acceptance as rap king. So I think that's what he had to gain out of the battle. And I think that's why he took it. And he took so much pride in it.
No, and that's a fact. I think for sure. And that's why I say, like, you know, to be known as this generation, that like that would have gave him all that validation. But now, I think now, 2 years later, he realizes he'll never get it. Like, it's not even because of like, yeah, he lost the beef, but I think regardless, he was never going to really get that respect that he wants. Because they, like, it was the whole situation was proof that everybody wanted him to lose anyway. Like, I mean, I'm not saying Kendrick didn't take it. Like, Kendrick won. Like, Kendrick, like, did what he had to do. But I'm saying, like, realistically, though, they didn't want Drake to win. Like, people did not want him to win. So it's just like that respect he wants as a rapper wasn't going to come from a beef. The respect he wants as a rapper, honestly, I'll keep it a buck with you. I think it's coming from Iceman right now, you know? Like, I think that's where people are really being like, like, okay, Buddy Penn is really top notch. Because as Jelani said, and I've said, and like so many other people that I've heard, like even, you know, like personalities, they're like, this is some of Drake's best rapping ever, you know? And this is him really getting into a different bag where it's like, all right, like the bars are the highest level they can get. And I think he realized it's like the beef stuff ain't gonna give me the respect I want. Me just out rapping y'all genuinely is the only way I'm going to get the respect. And that's why I say him with Jay-Z. I think if Jay drop a track, if Jay really, and I do feel like maybe he'll get a verse. I can see like him giving Jay like maybe a verse, maybe. But at the same time, I think it's just gonna be more subliminals. And I think he's gonna egg it on, like excuse me. I think he may egg it on to like, all right, if you really want to do this, then like drop something, you know? And then, you know, Jay may get into that bag and, you know, then they go from there. But I don't think Drake is going to jump out and full-fledged, like, be like, all right, like, I'm trying to make this happen, turn this into a thing, you know?
Now, I don't know if he'll like actually say his name, because I know Drake definitely does the thing. Like, even when he beefed with Meek, he never technically said his name, like actually saying Meek Mill, but he threw enough shots that you knew he was talking about Meek. I think it's going to be direct enough that it's going to be very clear, like he's talking about Jay. Like I think, I don't know. I just think at this point it's like I said, they've been doing this every few years. Like even by this point, they had already fallen out. They had the whole like issue, like Watch the Throne thing when they was taking shots at each other before that, and then they had the issue with Drake not disrespecting, but like kind of joking about Jay in the magazine, and then Jay responding on the We Made It freestyle with Jay Electronica. Like they, even by this point, 2018, they had already fallen out a few times and got back cool. I just think at this point, because of the way Jay responded on stage, and because it'd be one thing if Drake just threw like one shot at him on one song on the album. Like, it was like 3 or 4 different songs on there where he had some lines at Jay. So I like I said, I don't know if he'll actually say his name, but I think that it's gonna be direct the next time they go back and forth.
I think on the other end, we have to say this too. The same way that I asked, is Drake scared to go to battle again after the Kendrick situation? You got to ask, is Jay-Z, this going to sound crazy, is Jay-Z equipped for rap battling in 2020s? Because you can't be cool in rap battle 2020s. Kendrick, all of a sudden, knew how to work social media when it was time to go to battle. And he talking about, oh, I'm not good at social media. That's why I don't post. I don't know how to use it, to be honest. Joker, you use social media so much. You tweeted 5 times in 5 days. I watched it. We all seen it. You posted on Instagram to follow up the Let the Party Go Out a few months later. You know how to use social media. And we seen the Finsta where you wearing Tisa Kareem merch and everything like that, doing burpees in Compton Park. We seen it. Anyways, Jay-Z, this whole thing of I'm too for Twitter. I'm too. You can't do that, bro. If you want to go to battle in 2026, you got to know how to use social media. You got to post. Are you willing to post, or are you just going to release everything tomorrow?
You know, to the same point I made about Drake, I think Jay has way more to lose. I think if he beats Drake, it'll be like a wow moment. But I just don't think that's yet again like, you know, this will be legacy. I think if Drake lose yet again, he's still gonna sell, you know? Like, and I mean Jay is gonna sell forever, you know, but true. Yeah, honestly, and then I think in this particular situation, like I feel like Kendrick really what can be said about Drake, Kendrick said all of it, you know? Like all the most salacious stuff, well, that we know of, you know? But it really feels like every salacious thing you could ever say about this man, Kendrick said it. So, and then, you know, the thing that like Jay can definitely try to get onto the PDF stuff, but then that's not going to work. Like, cause then when Drake flips it, you feel me? And then Drake started talking about him and B, as we said, him and Aaliyah, Epstein, you know, like all that different stuff is going to be, yeah, you feel me? I don't think it'll be smart for them to go into a full like thing. We do need them to make music together. I will give you that. They make some really good music together.
You know who need to get together?
Who?
Freddie Gibbs and Benny.
They would make. Do they have any songs together?
They had like 2 really good songs, and then they started beefing.
They do have a song together on.
They got 2. They got one on Freddie's and then one on Benny's.
Yeah, I'm about to say because I know. I was just thinking about the Alfredo.
Yeah.
You remember Freddie Gibbs and his child's mom? They got in a fight with Benny's crew.
Yeah,
I thought that was beautiful. Like the idea, no, for real. Like the idea of him. One, I love the fact that nobody got shot or stabbed. I like the fact that it was like that's stuff that only rappers over the age of 40 could do. Like,
that's what they said. It was a real old head like scuffle.
Yeah, old school brouhaha.
Nah, facts.
You know, it's beautiful right there. But yeah. I do think I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I think that like the same way Drake and Kendrick reached a certain point where it just had to happen. Like it had been brewing so long where it was like eventually I think this is gonna be the year where it gets like I don't think it's gonna be like where it was where Kendrick was putting on, like you said, 5 songs in 5 days, but like I think in the near future, like within the next month or so, we get like a Drake verse about Jay, and then Jay got them shows coming up in New York. I wouldn't be shocked if we got an album like later this summer or later this year. I think it would be like a very direct lines back at Drake, but we'll see. I could be wrong.
Real quick.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
While we're still on the Jay-Z topic, bruh, I feel like it's bogus how Jay did J. Cole. I feel like some of Jay's weakest features is with J. Cole. Like he never like put him on he never like gave him no iconic verses. I mean, they only got what, Mr. Nice Watch?
They got A Star Is Born and Mr. Nice Watch. I think those are the only 2 songs they ever did together.
Yeah. And then it's like you giving Drake like Light Up. You giving him even his verse on for Certified Lover Boy. Love All.
Oh yeah. Love All, Pound Cake.
Pound Cake. It's like you done gave this man iconic verses. It's like you could have dropped at least one off to Cole, bro.
So all the old rappers trying to resurface and all the YNs of the industry are getting deleted, locked up, or falling off. Yeah, it's crazy because Drake is, even though Drake is like an OG in rap at this point, he is still Jay-Z's like little homie. Like as far as like by the time Drake came out, Jay-Z had already retired and came back and been back for a few years. Like at that point.
Facts. And then facts 2-0.
Jay-Z is stage Drake. Yo, Jake.
Oh yeah,
he-
go ahead, John.
Mr. Nice Watch is the worst song on that album.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
by far.
I wanted to say, I saw a lot of people down talking the Lotto album. I listened to like the first 8 songs. I haven't finished it, and like the first 2 were hard. The first 2 were hard, and I'm saying this because we were talking about the rapping on Drake's joint, and you know, Lotto, she mentioned the whole ghostwriter allegations and stuff with Drake, and she said, "Oh, y'all thought Crody wrote this? That's a compliment," and I don't know. Shout out to Lotto, bro. Shout out to Lotto. And congratulations on her career and stuff like that. I know a lot of people was like clowning and this and that and but shout out Lotto, bro. Like, I don't think she's bad enough to where people talk as bad as they talk about her. And I think there's a couple reasons why they talk about it like that. One reason, her being mixed and her original name being Mulatto. I think she'll never kind of be able to overcome that. So yeah.
I mean, I think up until this last album, I think she was probably top 2 rappers. It's like her and Glorilla, I feel, were the best like actual rappers. You know, like of course, you know, ain't nobody really beating out Sexy Red right now. You know, Cardi always has like the love of every woman, you know, and you know, Meg is, you know, always loved.
Doja Cat, I can't let you, you know what I mean?
Nah, facts. Nah, Doja is, I will say Doja definitely is, I think at this point is more underrated. Like, I think she was like exactly where she needed to be for a good minute, but now like the momentum for it is definitely slowed down. But as I said, for up until about this year, like Lotto was snapping on verses, you know, like she was really getting in her bag. So I think, you know,
I'm with you. I'm with you when you're right.
Yeah, so but I'm gonna definitely listen to that. I haven't listened to it yet. Yeah, you know, yeah. What is it? Fit by J. Cole, bro.
Hey, Doja snapped on the album too, by the way.
This was that era when like they were showing the old NBA, like when they was wearing the vest with the fake glasses. Like,
yeah,
this was that era right here, the preppy, you know, we got to dress like this to get into the club era.
You know that his glasses fake. That's why I'm dating girls who's ain't. Dang, Donald, why you gotta be so mean? I'm a nice guy. That's why you broke up with me. And then 21 Savage had the Trayvon Martin line. I didn't know that was 21 Savage that had that bar. And I thought it was Lotto. So when I heard it was 21 Savage, I said, oh, bro, you're not even American. That's even worse for you to say something like this. Like, you don't even have those privileges. Like, if it's a black American talking about a black American, I get it. It can't be no dang foreigners talking about him like that. That's crazy.
Yeah. I didn't know it was him either.
You know what's wild? Now that I think about it, 21 Savage is on This Is America.
Because he's the American dream, bro.
That's the name of the album.
That's what I'm saying.
What'd you say, Jelani?
I said he been here since he was like 7 though. I know we get our jokes off, but it ain't like he came here when he was like 16.
Boulder, Crestwood, Glenwood Road, name a hood out wagging us. I get the rest and then I sing it up. This is not as gay yet, man. Shout out to 21 Savage, man. I know I just did a whole 180 on bro, but shout out to 21.
That's crazy, yo. That's how people would do you, bro. Just threw that man under the bus and was like, hey, but his music fire though.
Yo, okay. Last question, Larry. Then we can completely move on. Have y'all heard the other 2 albums?
I've heard some of
No,
I haven't listened to Habib T yet.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I know Rashad, you don't really like R&B Drake. Jelani, if you like R&B Drake, Habibti, he did his
It's
thing
dope.
on that, bro. Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. I had that. Honestly, I've been listening to that more than Iceman lately, like at the crib.
Oh wow.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, like as I'm like, if I'm out and about, like, I'm gonna turn on Iceman. But when I'm in the crib, I just turn on Habibti, let it play from start to bottom.
Yeah, I'll give it a honest front to back listen tomorrow because I'm off. I'll just give it like a full spin because I hadn't even, like I said, I heard songs from Maid of Honor, but the night all the music came out, it was just so much going on. It was like I was just kind of focused on Iceman mainly. But yeah, I'll give it a full listen tomorrow.
Hey, but next week, man, I ain't gonna lie. I've been tapped out. It's a lot of albums I've been wanting to listen to, but I think after about this week, I'll probably be, like, all right, let me get back into my bag because the Giveon album had dropped. That Black album just dropped last week, I think. So and then it's like I think like 2 more albums that I want to listen to that just recently dropped. So
Vince Staples' rock album coming out this Friday.
fact.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. I saw that I just saw the release date the other day. I didn't know it's coming out so soon, but yeah, I'm gonna definitely check that out.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Kenny Mason. He dropped an
I
album.
was
too.
literally about to shout out Kenny Mason.
Yeah.
Shout out Kenny Mason, man. Shout out to everybody in the city doing their thing, bro.
Hey, shout out Nick Grant. Nick Grant dropped.
Oh, shout out Nick Grant. I didn't even know Nick Grant dropped. You put me on.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of music that like came out. It just
I still haven't listened to the Kalani album yet.
you ain't missing. No, I'm joking. It's good. It's good.
I'm listening to that Jalen Josie like heavy. Like I'm replaying it. So shout out Jalen Josie, bro. Dang, who else came out like recently? Kenny Mason was kind of like, Suave for sure. He's got that Back to the Trap freestyle, the opener. He's got Jermaine Dupri on it, and then he's got the joint with Nassan. You Don't Know Me. Oh man, what? Those two are hard. Shout out to Coop. Coop had a drop in there, or whatever. The producers like the Coop, and I always like that stuff. Lareezy coming out at the end of the month, at the end of June, but he just released his second single for that album.
Have you heard Isaiah Rashad?
I got through most of it. It was just like, yeah, but this was the problem with that one. I had like 5 albums to listen to that day. It was like I listened to 1K Few, I listened to Key, and I had to listen to Kehlani, Isaiah Rashad, and then somebody else. And I never got to Kehlani. And like by time of like the middle of Isaiah Rashad, I just kind of like it was kind of background noise, to be honest. Oh, the Planet Frog from Action Bronson.
Okay.
It's so much music. Yeah, I gotta catch up.
Action Bronson, all right, man.
Yeah, I definitely need to catch back up, bro.
I'm sorry, Mo. But the Earl sweatshirt in Mike Pompey Utility, that album it just grew on me. Like I think every Earl album from some rap songs on, it's been something that I had to sit with for like a long time to kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It took a couple listens. Because some rap songs I didn't like from the first listen. But I also didn't like Playboi Carti's album from that year. The Lit album, I didn't like it the first time I heard it. I was like, it's talking about like a tick. Like, what is he talking about? Couple months later, Chopper Funk, Mrs. What? Like, I was into it, bro. Like, same thing with the Earl joint. But there's some rap songs, I'm like, what is he doing rapping over these inverted beats? The songs are all 90 seconds. What is he doing? And a couple months later, bro, I'm like, bro, this is a classic.
Right.
So shout out Earl, shout out Mike. really just trying to sit, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, sit with the albums that already came out and not just move on so quickly, bro. Because you know, even the Tony Snow joint that he just dropped, the flood mixtape he dropped a couple months ago. Like I was listening to a couple of those tracks today, and I'm like, man, these were good songs. I moved on far too fast from this.
That's how it be, bro.
Yeah, it's just hard. It's too. He said, have y'all heard the Young and May interview on Shannon Sharp? I seen a few clips of it. I didn't watch a few things. I just seen a clip where he was talking to her about the whole like dudes being attracted to studs thing, and like he was trying to justify it or whatever. Listen, man, I'm not judging nobody for your preference. Like, you know, if that's what you into, that's what you into. But like, I think it's a line between people joking about it and dudes like really pursuing studs. Like, if that's your main preference, I mean, to each his own. But like, it's you know, it's definitely interesting. I'm just put it like that.
Nah, facts. Yeah, I can't really hop on the stud wave.
Yeah, it ain't for me.
Hey, look, the funniest thing that Drewski done did with that, it ain't even the love show, bro. It's when this man went on the Cosnat stream and he brought him to the house. And then look, Drewski, he was reading the chat. He said, oh, they don't like the studs. And he made them leave the mansion, bro. Like, oh my goodness, that was funny, bro. That's the funniest thing he's ever done did with them, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm with Jelani. I've only seen, I didn't even watch the clips. I just saw the captions on the clips. I've been pretty tapped out with Club Shay Shay for a little minute. Shout out Shannon Sharp, friend of the channel, by the way. Yeah, even though like I've like been like, Shannon, be more smart, bro. He's still a friend of the channel. Yeah, the whole thing, it was like something with the girls were like criticizing her for something she said. Or she said she likes feminine women, but she doesn't want to flip them from being straight to, you know, being gay. And like women were like, oh, she's no better than a man or something like that. I don't know. Well, you know, so much be happening, like you said, Jelani, on Twitter too. Like you just gotta see stuff and you just keep scrolling. It's like, all right, they seem mad about that. I keep scrolling. The Giants signed Odell Beckham Jr. You know, like that's kind of like how every day is. I feel like on Twitter.
Yeah, it'd be all over the place on that app. You can't. I'm trying to like wean myself off of there a little bit, like not to be just the only reason, like not it ain't because I'm above Twitter. It's just like the stolen tweets have gotten so out of hand. Like the accounts, the thing where like it'll be like one account will steal a tweet from like 10 years ago, and then another account will quote the tweet with another stolen tweet.
Quote the tweet that went famous, bro. Oh, that's the worst, bro.
It's terrible, dog. Like it's just gotten to a point where it's like, bro, I don't even that, and just the blatant misinformation. Like it's gotten to a point where even the community knows to be wrong. Like that is it's gotten to like the people correcting the people that's supposed to be wrong are wrong about correct. It's just gotten crazy, man.
It's all Elon's fault for monetizing it.
Yeah, that Elon ruined the app, bro. He got rid of I think he got rid of what was the thing called? It was like the
Circle, not Circle.
Yeah, so he got rid of Circles, and then he got rid of I forget what it was called, bro. It was like the stories feature that they had on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, I remember Twitter did have stories for like a week.
It's like for like a few months. It was lit on there though. It was dope.
Yeah, Twitter were really trying to take over at the end, like because they
had voice tweets for a little bit too.
And I mean, because it's always been the best app in my opinion. I mean, if you count YouTube as a social media platform, YouTube's the best. And I'm not just saying that as a company, man.
And you hit the likes too, bro.
What you say? Oh yeah, hit the likes. Yeah,
I don't like that. I used to like when I could like go on somebody's page and like,
yeah, you get to really know somebody in the likes.
That was the real them. Not
like
they
a girl
tweets.
will send you hits in the likes. It's like, I like roses on Tuesdays.
Or she would dish you in the likes.
You right.
Yeah,
I wish this man would stop texting me. He like, oh, shout
Or you
out.
see,
shout out.
her liking the guy that she like her new dude or whatever.
Yeah, and then like for the dude, she'd be like, look, I ain't got no girls on my likes.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, that was an error.
All I have is YouTube. I think YouTube's the best, Zero. I'm not gonna lie. Like YouTube's the best. But I think for like the quick hitters, Twitter's the best.
no facts.
But YouTube just anyways, why did I bring up this picture of Russell Wilson? He retired today, and I felt like, he deserves like something. Like people kind of just moved past it, probably because he should have retired before last season. Like the Giants should have never happened with him. But I mean, I felt like he is a pretty prominent black quarterback in NFL history, and culturally wise, he has a large impact as well off the field. Shout out to Russell Wilson, man, for being a positive black man. And like I said, I really hated when the Falcons played him and stuff when he was in Seattle, and like he just was like a pest around the pocket, super mobile, and every single time it looked like the Falcons were finally going to get him. The edge rushing was terrible, horrific for the Falcons. Like if they had better edge rushing, they definitely would have been in the Super Bowl that year, 2012. But he just escaped out the pocket, extend the play, and then he had a good arm too. He wasn't just a runner like every, kind of the black quarterback, reputation back then. Like he had a good arm before it was like typical for a black quarterback to have a good arm. And to win the Super Bowl at his height, I think is legendary stuff. So shout out to Russell Wilson.
Shout out to Russell Wilson.
He's all of famer to me. Some people I've been saying otherwise, but his first 10 years in the league, I mean, he was consistently like one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the league. Won a Super Bowl during that time. Went to another Super Bowl before they lost. But still going to back-to-back Super Bowls, winning one. They made the playoffs, I think, like every year he was in Seattle. If they missed, it might have been one. Like I could be wrong, but like I won't say every year he was there. They went to the playoffs even his rookie year. So yeah, no, definitely shout out. People are gonna remember his last few years, but like if you go look at that, like I said, the first 10 years in Seattle, like he definitely, to me, put up a Hall of Fame resume. So and his greatest accomplishment, Sierra.
His beat is
automatic, supersonic, hypnotic, and funky fresh. All four.
Facts.
Well, I wonder. Oh, you wanted to say something?
Oh, I'm finna give a random shout out. Shout out to my manager. I saw my schedule when they posted it the other day, and I was working on Juneteenth, and I was like, why am I working on Juneteenth and you got the white woman off? And I just checked my schedule and she just switched it. Shout out my manager.
That's real. Is your manager black or white?
She black.
She's black. Okay, no, that's super real.
My baby, it don't matter if you're black or white.
Right.
No, that's super real.
I want to. Oh wait, hold on. Let me read out Zero's comment. Russell wasn't that great. He was a product of a really good Seattle Seahawks system, but he gave it his all, though. He made that dumb decision against the Pats, and that hurt his perception, I think, of throwing the ball instead of handing it off to Marshawn Lynch at the goal line. I want to say off the field, bro. Like you said with the Sierra joint, I think that's a big thing, bro. Like, it was almost like, it might sound like controversial or anything, or people might be like, no, that's not the case. But I think we have to be real, bro. Like, in a time where culture was anti-commitment and, everybody girl, live life, we outside, like, that was kind of the culture and that was kind of the trending thing. He married a famous woman, coming off of a famous relationship. And he built family through all the noise of people criticizing their relationship and stuff like that, because we really like Future's music. And like he Well, okay, y'all stop me if I'm wrong. I felt like in the black community with celebrities, he kind of really made commitment and loyalty and Christian values and marriage cool. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, yeah, they was married, but Dwayne allegedly, you know what I'm saying, he had that outside baby, you know what I mean? Jay-Z and Beyonce, they had the whole elevator situation. You ain't never heard anything about Russell Wilson getting caught up with cheating. And every time they asked Russell Wilson about his relationship, his marriage, God is at the center. God is at the center. God is at the center. They even said it at the Met Gala, you know, a month ago, right? I think they made it cool for that on a mainstream level for black people and black celebrities. Well, I say black celebrities.
Right.
I don't know if they made it cool, but I definitely respected the fact that, like, even because he started dating her like when Future was at his peak of popularity. I just respected the fact that he was like, yo, I like this girl, and like, yeah, you know, people on Twitter saying whatever they're saying, but yeah, I'm doing my thing. Like, I'm with my girl. I ain't worried about y'all. And yeah, I just respected the fact how he carried himself, like not paying attention to the outside noise, you know. Said no, they did not make the playoffs. 2 years they missed the playoffs were 2017, 2021. But I would just say overall he was just better than what he got credit for. Like, people just I don't know, people act like it was like you still got to score touchdowns in order to win the game. Like, it can't just be, you know, the defense can't do everything. But, you know, shout out to Russell Wilson.
Shout out Russell Wilson. Shout out Legion of Boom. Go ahead, Mo.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, man. Yeah, you know, I think they are definitely a great example of, you know, a positive black couple that, you know, you said they made it cool to really, in an era where, you know, toxicity and all that stuff is such, you know, so prevalent. I think they definitely are a great influence for, you know, as everybody say, you know, the Sierra's prayer and all that stuff. And, you know, and not only, you know, everybody, all the women are happy for Sierra. I'll say I'm happy for Russell because he had that, you know, trifling white woman that,
Right.
you know, and he realized, like, hey man, I need to lock in. But for too long, these brothers in this NFL have been taking this time to show love to these white women over our black faith. And, you know, Sierra showed him that is the thing that he needs, you know? You sit here and go down the white path, brother, you may never come back. But, you know, shout out to Golden Tate, you know, for making that happen for him. God works in mysterious ways, you know, so we want to say shout out to him, man. And, you know, it was a fun time. It was fun. You know, my boy did his thing, man.
It's a beautiful sermon right there.
Yes, sir. No problem, man. You know, I do it for the people, man. Do it for the ones in the back.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man.
Had that horrific white woman on his arm draft day. You know what I'm saying? My boy chose up. Or you could say he leveled up.
So,
There you go.
Shout out
Yeah.
Sierra too, man, representing the A, man, home team.
They didn't know how rare it is.
Decatur, where is greater?
right.
Did y'all see the discussion of who's the baddest from the West Side? And then you know, some people were like Chloe, since Chloe's from Mableton. And my boy asked me, Rashad, y'all West Side adjacent, who's the baddest out there on that side of like town? and then I was like Brandy, Cardi's
Where
baby
I'm about to
mom,
say where Monica from?
Monica from Southside.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, Chloe and Holly, they're from Mapleton, so people picked them. I saw a couple of people in the comments say it was wild, and they picked my journalism auntie, bro. They picked L. Duncan.
Oh yeah, they wilding.
I mean, she is beautiful. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But shout out my journalism auntie L. Duncan, man. It's all respect, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean you can't say that, but I'm saying from me personally, like she is. I don't know. She's a married woman, so I'm saying respectfully, but like, yeah, no, she's a beautiful woman. But if I got to pick out of those, yeah, I'm definitely Chloe. I mean, Amaretta is beautiful too, though.
Oh yeah, no, Amaretta for sure. Amaretta.
She's pretty.
If it was between Chloe and Amaretta, I'm going with Amaretta.
See, brother, I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know. And it ain't got nothing to do with skin tone either. It's
Yeah, I'm not a colorist. That's the thing about me, Jelani.
oh wow. Right. It's totally just, and I'm light skinned, so it looks even crazy.
I love my beautiful dark skin, brown skin girl. See, I love Beyonce.
Right, we all locked in.
But
Nice.
but yeah, man. Yeah. So who y'all going with? Okay, so if you had like when I said Brandy, bruh, like I think Brandy was the baddest out of Cobb. Like, am I tweaking when I say that?
Out of Cobb, I'll take Coyle Ray.
Okay, so she count?
I mean,
I mean, I know she's not technically from here, but she did go to. She went to South Cobb, I think,
She went to
or Campbell. I think she went to
Yeah,
Campbell.
Campbell.
and Smyrna, Campbell.
Yeah,
She went to Campbell.
it's so many schools in Cobb, bro.
Yeah, she was out there in Smyrnaville. But yeah. Okay, so if you count Coyle Ray, you going Coyle Ray over Chloe Bailey and Holly Bailey?
No, Chloe Bailey is my just overall. She's
I would go Chloe over Coyle Ray. And shout out to Coyle Ray. Respect.
her and HER are my two like celebrity crushes, I guess.
I mean, I love Chloe, but I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. Coy lately, bro.
Oh, she
But see, that's like I gotta keep it respectful. We gotta keep it respectful. That's like after money, bruh.
I mean, I don't care.
Nah, it's a fact.
That's real. That's real, bro. That's real.
It ain't too many. That ain't. I mean, it's kind of just comes with the territory.
That's real, bro. Chloe Coyle Ray built like a stick bug.
Nah, not no more. She used to. Not no more though.
No, Coyle Ray.
It didn't. I say like her face, like it's just. I've been seeing a lot of clips of just her. Like I'm like, that's a very beautiful woman.
Yeah. Coyle Ray has a great face. But I mean, I felt like Holly has a great face.
Yeah, I agree. No, I'm not. I don't know why the awkward silence. But yeah, no, she's pretty good.
I think she's cute.
We're doing a lot of heavy lifting by saying Mapleton is. I mean, Mapleton is technically the West Side, but like, because it is right next to Bankhead. But like,
Yeah.
if we just taking strictly Atlanta city limits, it wouldn't be. I don't. It would only. Amaretta would be the only person that comes to mind.
Someone also said Julia Roberts in the comments.
Oh, hey, stop playing with her.
Shout out.
She
Julia
is from
Roberts.
Atlanta, isn't she?
She from Smyrna,
Yeah, she went to Campbell.
Oh, that's crazy.
and she went to Georgia State.
Oh, she really from here.
I think like MLK is like her godfather or something like that.
Yeah, I know she does have some relation to
MLK.
like MLK in some sort of way, I think.
Let me see the actual story. MLK and his wife Coretta Scott King, they paid the hospital bill for Julia Roberts' birth in 1967. The Kings covered the medical expenses because they were close friends with their parents.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Walter
Shout
and
out
Betty.
Julia Roberts. I've never met Julia. I would love to like meet or interview her. You know, I feel like we from the same hood. You know what I mean? Like we went to the same college.
The same hood, the ghettos of Smyrna.
Right.
Smyrnaville. I'm looking for the tweet. I can't find it. Anyways, okay. So where does Brandy? Is Brandy even in the conversation? Because I feel like she is, but maybe I was just liking Brandy.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know who
Exactly, because Brandy's a very like kind of like that's a very. I feel like if you know type Cobb thing.
Hey. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to I ain't gonna hold you, bro. We really, if we're gonna keep it a buck, we really had the baddest come out of our school.
Paris? Well, I know that's crazy to say names like immediately.
I was gonna say like,
damn. Shout out to shouts out, man.
You already said it.
I don't know why I stopped saying her name. Like I didn't just say her name.
But yeah, I personally, but yeah.
So you going Paris over Brandy? Is Brandy?
He's trying to stop saying her name.
Because I'm like, if just so happened somebody we went to school with pop in, they're gonna be like, okay, this is a weird convo.
Oh yeah.
That's why I was like, that's why I really wanted.
Hey, we're cooked, bro. It's GG's. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I had to commit to the bit the first time I slipped up and said her name. I was like, I'm just committed to it because it would have been easier if you know what I mean. If folks was like famous, because then they'll be like, oh, everybody knows. But no, folks did not get that famous, so it was like.
But I don't know.
Brandy family, because she Cardi B in.
Yeah, no facts. That's crazy. Hey, shout out to Gio.
Shout out, bro, Gio. Okay, so do you? All right, now okay, this is probably like an off-string conversation, but I'll say this. Brandy's attractive, but Monica was it back then. Shout out to Brandy and Monica.
Next.
With Gio. We'll wrap because we had 2.5 hours. And it's about to be 1 a.m.
Hey, shout out to Yachty getting his studs back.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think Gio is going to go back to mask presenting, or is she going to stay with the more feminine look?
Man, I don't even know. Because I don't even know what, like, I don't, them all coming back together, I don't know. Because her and Caribou I don't think they ever stopped being friends.
Yeah, they never stopped being friends.
So I don't know if it's like she back with the gang of like she concrete again, or if it just we all just popped out to show love,
Well, Kara said she's cool with being concrete again, and she was added to the Instagram bio. Kara said she's cool with being with them again because she's not on a contract with them anymore. So she was like just on some like love type stuff, you know what I mean? Like just being back with her friends, recording family, everything like that. She says she cool with that because she not under contract with Quality Control, QC, or Concrete.
True.
But Gio, like I'm saying, like now that it's post Cardi, and I feel like this is getting into very, very parasocial talks. I'm well aware of that. But like post Cardi, this is very Wendy Williams of me. I ain't gonna lie, and I always wanted to avoid like being Wendy Williams. But post Cardi, do you keep the long? I be wondering, or do you go back to the what I'm saying, Gio? I don't know. Time will tell.
Time will tell.
To strap or not to strap? That is the question.
Well, will you date another man after this? Or was that just a one and done?
Maybe Cardi just had the swag, He just made him act different.
Cheer.
I told my brothers, rolling.
Yeah, who is
Wake
that?
up.
That's definitely not Cardi on that ad.
It's the first of the month.
Can I hear that drop one more time?
Oh yeah, go ahead, Mo.
Cheer.
Was that Mo? I thought you pressed the soundboard. Okay.
Nah, that was Mo.
I didn't see Mo.
Look, Mo did one of these.
I'm just saying, that's definitely not. That definitely didn't sound like Cardi's voice. All right, that makes sense.
Sometimes you got to cross into the gossip territory to ruffle a few feathers to see what falls into place.
No, we gotta be, to bring it back to Jay-Z, we gotta be chatty patty sometimes.
I was telling Mo, I was like, I just can't cry because I was looking at Poetic Flacco, bro. Poetic Flacco posted his YouTube revenue for the month. Boy, that man was at $122,000. Oh, gosh.
But you gotta spread misinformation.
Yeah.
And
His whole page is like, Floyd Mayweather just made the worst decision of his life.
Every video, yes. Yo, so-and-so's career is finished.
Yo, all right, I'm pulling it up right now.
And the word finished to be in all red, in all caps.
And I was like, I don't know if I could live with myself for doing that. I couldn't live with myself for doing that. Here it is. This is just today. Exposed badly. The Sauce Walker and Drake drama just got worse. Boosie crying. He is done.
The AI crying.
Boosie. He want him. Sauce Walker vows to. So he got 2 Drake Sauce Walker videos in 24 hours.
Three straight videos that say this is bad for the caption.
This is bad. He is done.
4, excuse me.
Really bad news. This is so bad. He hates him now. He got exposed. They sent threats. He is done. They are going to jail. She is done. Yeah, I like the equality here. You know, he is done.
Yes, it's nasty.
He mad at me. This won't end well. He is done. So I mean, if you do this, you can make $122,000 off of YouTube in a month. So if y'all see me posting like this, it mean I sold out.
Yeah, no, I don't want to see you go down that lane. That'd be nasty.
I can't do it, bro. Cause I mean, Flacco he from West Coast, right? Cause he one of them like former no jumper people and stuff like that.
No,
I feel like it's always different with me, bro. And anybody who does it, like shout out Ray Daniels and stuff like that. I feel like they got it popping down here. And shout out Rolling Out, old Stumping Your Ass. I just feel like in Atlanta, you can't move like that. Like Ray Daniels was saying that too. Like you got to see these people outside, bro. Like Atlanta's small. You will see these people outside. I ain't talking no crazy about no folks I'm gonna see outside. Nah, man.
Right.
Nah, man. Everything I say up here, I gotta be able to. Hey, I see these folk. I said we just seen what you said on YouTube. I gotta live with that, bro. I ain't doing that for no $122,000 a month. In the words of Robert Downey Jr. from Tropic Thunder, don't go fool. So yeah, man. Hey, good pod, brothers. 2.5 hours, going all the way to 1 a.m. I guess we get out of here, bro. What's y'all's social media? Where can people find y'all?
I'm kind of laying low right now, but as far as the podcast itself, you can find us on yeah, you sound know it's late. I stumbled over my words. Yo, you can find us on Instagram at the 1 a.m. podcast, and then you can find us on TikTok at the 1 a.m. pod, POD. Yeah.
All right. You can find me on TikTok at Rubberband Mo. You can find me on Instagram at RBMO____. And you can find me on X.
Yeah, I was ready this time.
Yes, sir. At Monos_. So yeah, tap in. Find me on all platforms, RBMO. Good stream, Zero. Appreciate you being here, man.
Salute, bro.
Yes, sir, Zero. Appreciate you, brother. And also get that. Make sure you stream that new RB Mode project as well. Make sure you stream. Show that boy some love. All streaming platforms. Just look up RB Mode. He gonna pop up. All right. And until next time, we will see you guys next week. Yeah. Much love from NYC, Brooklyn all day. Yeah. I wanted to say like Brooklyn. Like what is the Brooklyn? Show love, spread love. That's the Brooklyn way.
Spread love is the Brooklyn way.
Spread love. That's the Brooklyn way. We'll do that. All right, we're out, man. We're gonna see y'all when we see y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Now, throw your motherfucking hands.
Get 'em high.